give you a chance to get things straight with the IRS. Whether it's getting caught up on unfiled returns or negotiating IRS debts, there are a lot of new deductions and opportunities in the big, beautiful bill, and the Bryson Law Firm knows how to use them strategically. We've been staying on top of the tax changes in the big, beautiful bill, and we're ready to help our clients take full advantage. So if you owe back taxes or haven't filed returns in years, it's time to call the Bryson Law Firm and finally resolve your tax issues. Remember, if you have tax problems, you have legal problems. Call the Bryson Law Firm. Our headquarters are in Lafayette, and we have offices statewide. Or visit brysonlawfirm.com to schedule your free consultation with your local tax resolution law firm. The Bryson Law Firm, LSP filing number LA2519079.
Why do billion-dollar insurance companies regularly delay and deny valid claims? Because that's how they got to be billion-dollar insurance companies. If you've been injured, I'd like to help.
Spencer Callahan is the one to see. Call 387-2323.
LA filing number 16-7969.
WNXX Jackson, KNXX Donaldsonville, and WDGL HD2 Baton Rouge. This hour brought to you by Spencer Callahan Injury Lawyers. LA 21-12681. Offices in Baton Rouge.
Good morning. It's 7 a.m. here on Tuesday, January 20th. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect partly cloudy skies with a high of 62. In hour one of today's show, we'll recap the national championship between between Indiana versus Miami. LSU did not make that. In hour number two of today's show, we'll talk NFL as some coaching hires have been made. We'll talk about that and the next available job, the best available candidates, all that sort. Then we'll have an OTB mailbag at 8:15. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN and watch us on YouTube at the 104.5 ESPN channel. Hour number one of Off the Bench, live from the Greater Baton Rouge Food Bank, starts now.
Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Let's go, baby, let's go!
From a championship backfield to your morning drive.
Hands to Hester, and Hester, yep, got it, 5 out of 5!
You're locked in to Off the Bench.
Flynn is back to throw from the end zone. Boom!
Live from the Raising Cane studio, here's Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Yo, and welcome in Tuesday morning, Off the Bench. Yeah, we are not in studio. It is Flynn here with a little guest co-host, Richard Dickson. What's up, buddy?
What's going on?
Not much. Yeah, welcome in. Welcome in this morning, Tuesday morning, day after national championship game. And as you can see, just like we said, not in studio. We are at the Greater Baton Rouge Food Bank today. Guarantee Corporation is celebrating 100 years, buddy. 100-year little birthday yesterday.
It's a big birthday.
They are celebrating by giving back to the community. So Guarantee, been a part of the community for a long, long time. And we are here at the Baton Rouge Food Bank, an amazing organization doing amazing work here in the Baton Rouge area, and food banks all over Louisiana doing amazing work. So we are here celebrating. As someone, everybody's volunteering some time today. All the shows brought to you all day long here will be broadcast from right here, sir. So check it out. Check out our background. Look at all that food.
It's a lot of food.
I know it.
Good
So
breakfast food.
Alondra Taylor back in the studio, going to be holding it down for us. And we're just going to be sitting here, and I don't know what they were thinking by letting us do this.
Well, they were letting you do it. Nobody was letting me do it. You just called me because you panicked. But
That's fair.
I mean, what a game last night. That was fun to watch.
I know. It was amazing. It was amazing. Yeah, a game that can only kind of be described as, I guess, improbable and gritty.
I mean, go look at the stats. Like, offensively, it looked like a game from back in the day we played when the quarterback had 189 yards, 0 touchdowns, and we're still talking about how great he played. The run, to me, at the very end was such a good moment. To me, like I was telling you, it reminded me of like a Tim Tebow moment, just one of those gritty games where they're running it, and then he kind of runs over the guy, spins off, dives into the end zone. I mean, it's just another national championship for a quarterback wearing number 15.
Yeah, just another national championship. I think there's something to that, the jersey number 15. I don't know what Fernando Mendoza is on, but I want it.
Yeah.
Whatever you see his interviews yesterday.
He's
after the game.
No, I fell asleep.
Oh, yeah, you did fall asleep. You're an old guy.
I woke up and was like, oh, yeah, thank God they won. Because I did not want Miami to win it. And then Miami did Miami things, start punching people after the game. God, I hate those guys.
God, you hate those guys. Well, last time they punched people, they lost.
Well, I feel like Indiana's, that's kind of, they don't have the type
They
of guys.
probably don't have the grit that LSU did in the 2005 Peach Bowl.
Busting skulls.
Oh, that's good. But no, congratulations to Indiana Hoosiers 2025 National Championship. So you go from the most losing football program in the history of college football,
yeah,
to a national championship.
I mean, that's today's football, right?
I know.
I mean, if you really want to do it. I was listening to the national guys on this morning driving over here, and it was like a huge debate. He was like, "Are you surprised that Indiana did it?" He's like, "No." He's like, well, how are you not surprised that they're losing this program? He's like, they have a lot of money. Like, they decided to put money into it.
Right.
But to me, it's like you don't have the tradition.
There's a lot of people with a lot of money.
There's a lot of people with a lot of money, and I don't care. Like, if I got LSU offering me $4 million and, 2 years ago, Indiana offering me $4.5 million, like, my brain goes straight to, well, I'm going to LSU. What does Indiana got to do with football?
I know. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it's a lot of teams with a lot of money, and there's going to be a lot of this championship's going to make an impatient world in college football and college sports in general more impatient. It's just coaches aren't getting the leash they are. They're not getting the runway they once were for good reason because there's a lot of money.
You don't take 4 years to recruit anymore.
You don't take 4 years to recruit. You can do it immediately, and this is like. Not only is this immediately, it's immediately with the team that nobody. I mean, think about. Let's go around other conferences. This is Mississippi State winning the national championship.
Yeah.
This is Kansas Jayhawks winning the national championship. This is Washington State. I don't know who you would like. The old Pac-12. Like these are these different teams and these, of course, these large conferences. But can you imagine a world in which Mississippi State goes 16-0? No. And that's what just happened last night. Yeah. And it all happened in 2 years with Curt Cignetti.
Curt Cignetti's a great coach. I like watching his interviews. You can tell he spent a little bit of time with Saban. He goes a lot about like the everyday process of things and just the way that they schedule practice. But I didn't realize how much money that Mark Cuban was dumping into it.
Yeah, not everybody has a Mark Cuban.
Mississippi State doesn't have a Mark Cuban.
That's true.
I mean, that really is going to play in the football now. Who is your alumni fan base? Where can you go get the money?
Yeah.
And how often can you do it?
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. And Mark Cuban certainly wasn't shy of the spotlight yesterday. I think I saw when I was scrolling the socials, every show was interviewing before. Every show interviewed him after. He was all over the place. Apparently, he loves it.
He's got to get his ROI on that $5 million he put in.
And who knew before the college football semifinals that Mark Cuban was an Indiana guy?
I didn't. Learned it last night.
Just figured he was from Dallas. I don't know. Never really thought about it, but there he is.
He's a Mavs owner. I never thought about what he did in college.
Yeah. So how did you were at the house?
Yeah. Cooked a few little steaks last night. I love the national championship. It's always a game. Like I watch LSU football. I might watch a little bit of NFL games if I'm like trying to take a nap on the couch, or I watch a big game. But the national championship is something I always look forward to. And that game didn't disappoint. 21-27, close game, no blowouts. I felt like Indiana played. Or let me take that back. I felt like Miami's defensive line dominated early on. Like that number 99, I think it was getting in the backfield every freaking play.
Yep.
And I got a little bit nervous. But then the guys just stuck it out.
Yeah, it was it was certainly it wasn't a beautiful game from, of course, like a passing standpoint, a quarterback. I'm a quarterback here, and I watch games like, oh, that was a fun game to watch when they're airing it out and complete passes. But
quarterbacks games when you were playing. I mean, back in the day, 17 to 21 for 189 yards would be pretty solid.
Yeah, and it was just a gritty performance. That Miami defense was
good.
They were good. I mean, of course, Indiana's defense is good as well, but Miami's defense from the momentum that Indiana's offense had going into that game, what they had been doing in the back half of that season, well, all season really, but the momentum and how they were playing, how they played against Oregon, and just how well Mendoza was playing, for them to stop them and make them win that type of game, was a pretty heroic performance from that Miami defense. So I guess we could say Miami is definitely back. And they have done a really good job from the quarterback standpoint in the portal the last couple of years. Number 1 overall pick, then Carson Beck coming in and making it to the national championship with. And you just told me before the show you're not a Carson Beck fan. Is that because he's a mouth breather?
That's part of it. I don't have a lot of confidence in him when I watch him play. Like, he's a guy that disappears at times. Like, that interception was terrible last night. I mean, you can talk more about it, but, like, you can't throw that ball on the game, like with a game on the line. Underthrowing it, then the guy cut it off. He makes those throws time and time again to where he gets beat. Just nothing he does physically with his arm impresses me.
I think I would have agreed with you until the last couple of games that I've watched. He has shown that he has had kind of this clutch gene of being able to pull out big plays when it matters, using his feet when he's not athletic, and, dipping his head down, ducking his head, making contact, and fighting for a first down instead of sliding or going out of bounds when it's a third down situation. He's shown a competitive instinct that I didn't know was there. Yeah. All of his weird antics, off the field, and maybe it wasn't even weird antics. Maybe he's just living a college guy's life, and it's just more highlighted now, and it just was a bad reputation. But he has impressed me.
His interview pregame or during the week, he ain't a college guy no more.
Well, that's true. I don't go to class.
You're going to ruin it for everybody.
Yeah, pal.
They said, school started Monday. Yeah. How's that affecting your travel? He's like, I graduated 2 years ago. I don't have class.
And he said it kind of talking down to her, too. Are you kidding me? Yeah, that was a dumb question.
I haven't been to class in 2 years.
That was a really dumb question, lady.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, no, that's good. Well, but that interception you're talking about, yeah, that's a throw you can't make. And, well, of course, in that situation, but in any situation. Yeah. He's throwing a backside, single receiver backside. He's throwing a backside go route into cover 2. So as quarterbacks, we love taking a hole shot, right? You have a cloud corner that's playing underneath, and then you have a safety over top. He's taking this, what's called cover 2 or halves, because one safety has one half of the field deep. But the only time you ever take a hole shot is if you have somebody holding the corner underneath.
Yeah.
Now, there wasn't anybody there, so the corner was able to play his cloud coverage, which he's supposed to kind of bump or redirect the outside receiver, and then he has the flat. He doesn't go deep unless there's nobody holding him shallow.
Drift underneath it.
Unless there's a flat route or a stick route or some,
you got to hold him on to his spot.
Or you have to have a threat of somebody holding, at least a tight end or somebody coming across quick to that area. There was none of that, and so he had to throw it. Not only did he have to throw it over the corner, there's just no window there. Now, it's so fun for quarterbacks to make that throw because that's one of the most fun throws to do.
Yeah.
The go route, outside release, go route into cover 2. I think the kid inside release. And if you inside release on a go route versus cover 2,
bring the guy's eyes to the quarterback.
Yeah, but it's a dead route.
Yeah.
You get off him immediately. So I don't know if he was just trying to play the hero card there or just made a brain fart or misread the coverage. I don't know what it was, but it was bad.
I feel like he made his decision before they snapped the ball.
They made the wrong decision before the snap. So a bad decision, which happens to every quarterback. It just reared its ugly head at the wrong time in the national championship game. Kind of cost them the chance to win, but they were driving too. They was driving down, and I'd seen him play. We had talked about it on air the last couple of weeks. I've seen this clutch gene in Carson Beck. I didn't know it was there. Had no clue. They were driving, and we were texting with the OTB crew, and I was like, he's going to do it. He's actually going to do it. And it looked like that for a second because they were driving, got down to the red zone. But Indiana Hoosiers, the Hoosiers find a way to do it.
I'm excited.
Are you excited?
Because Miami, we all know what they can do when they get hot. That's a scary school to start getting going again, and you're getting Ray Lewis and Michael Irvin and every superstar they had on their sideline. Those guys get fired up, and then they take over the state of Florida. When Florida's down, they're going to pull Florida recruits. When Florida State's down, it's a perfect disaster. Is when Florida State and Florida suck, and Miami's good. They rally around it, and we just know how dominant they can be when things are going good.
Thinking about those Miami legends, I feel like Fernando Mendoza and Michael Irvin have the same energy.
Yeah.
But I think Michael Irvin's is a little bit performance enhanced? What do we think?
Yeah,
I think Fernando's is just natural.
His is natural.
But I feel like it's the same. It's the same energy coming off. I don't know what that comes from, though.
Mike's been to jail for his issues before. I mean,
Sure.
I think it's crazier that, Fernando, his parents both played sports at Miami. They're both, his family's all from Miami, and like how they kind of spurned on their alumni because they didn't offer their son. And then to come back and beat them in the national championship in Miami, it's like only a story God could write, to put it all back together and be like, you know what, you didn't offer me, screw you, we're gonna beat you.
This is on you, people. All right, well, we are going to talk a lot about this game today. We are going to talk transfer portal, offensive lineman, maybe? I don't know. A lot of big tweets coming from Lane, potentially.
He said at 4 something in the morning, today's the best day yet.
Guys got to get some sleep at some point. Look, we're going to talk a lot of things. We're going to go all over the sports world. I don't even know what we're going to do. It's me and Richard Dickson today hosting, so God knows what is going to happen. But whatever does happen, we're going to be right here all day long. Shows all day long on 104.5 ESPN, brought to you coming to you here from the Greater Baton Rouge Food Bank. Guarantee Corporation, 100-year birthday, 100-year, and celebrating with a day of service right here at the Food Bank. So when we come back, we'll keep talking national championship. We'll talk LSU. We'll talk all things sports right here on 104.5 ESPN.
Off the bench.
All right, Baton Rouge. We got a new star here in town, and it's called Bally's of Baton Rouge. Downtown, right there. Y'all remember the old atrium right there, kind of by the old casino, the old riverboat over there? Well, guess what? It is now indoor gaming, 25,000 square feet of gaming space, a brand new, huge DraftKings sportsbook, restaurants galore. And we've taken a tour of there. Right before they opened up, me and Jacob got a chance to take a tour, put the hard hats on. Yeah, they have one that fit Jacob. And we were able to walk through the brand new hotel that they have. Beautiful suites, beautiful rooms. It is like completely redone. So if you are looking for a little staycation, if you're coming into Baton Rouge for a game, whether it's a baseball series, basketball game, or just kind of trying to plan for the football season next year, make sure you check out Bally's of Baton Rouge. Maybe it's a little night out with the fellas, the ladies. Maybe it's a date night staycation here in Baton Rouge. Treat yourself to the new Bally's of Baton Rouge. Baton Rouge, I'm telling you, you got a huge, huge upgrade. It is first-class facility, gaming, dining, staying, whatever it is. Bally's of Baton Rouge.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar, but instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
We typically think of stress as being bad for us. At Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, we are researching how certain types of stress, such as exercise, can be good for our immune health. By studying people under extreme stress, such as athletes, astronauts, service members, and first responders, we're learning how to improve the immune health of everyone. That's the power of research. That's the impact of champions. Together, we roar.
I'm Gabrielle McLeod on behalf of the Louisiana Propane Dealers. I have spent hundreds of hours preparing for scholarship competitions. That preparation paid off when I won the Fitness and Talent Awards along with the title of Miss Louisiana. The Louisiana propane dealers are also pretty talented and want you to be prepared for when the power goes out. Visit louisianapropane.com to find out about propane generators and other safety tips. Louisiana Propane, it truly is the fuel for our future.
My father, J.B. Falgu, had a vision of growth for First American Bank and the communities we serve. The bank's foundation was built on his legacy of compassion, loyalty, and dedication. Through his years of leadership, First American has prospered to heights even J.B. could not have imagined. I know my father would be extremely proud of the customer service and financial stability that First American provides to Southeast Louisiana. We continue to thrive because of the legacy of J.B. Falgu.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere.
Let's dance in style, let's dance for a while. Heaven can wait, we're only watching the skies. Hoping for the best, but expecting the worst. Are you gonna drop the bomb or not? Let us die young or let us live.
Tigers turn talkers. This is Off the Bench.
Sitting in a sandpit, life is a short trip. The music's for the sad man.
All right, welcome back off the bench here. Brought to you right here, Greater Baton Rouge Food Bank, all day long. So all the shows right here on ESPN will be brought to you right here for a day of service. The Guarantee Media's celebrating 100-year-old, and they're giving back to the community on their birthday. Giving back at the food bank here.
Great company.
I know. This place is huge, by the way.
Yeah, I didn't, like when you sent it to me, I kind of pulled it up. I wasn't expecting like an enormous warehouse like this.
No, yeah, for sure. I didn't know what I was expecting. Like an office maybe like a warehouse, but
like more of like a shipping and receiving area is kind of what I was looking at, like when you come in and pick up food.
And look, this kind of looks like a sorting area. There is looks like a warehouse next to it that's about like 3 or 4 times the size too.
Oh, this place is
loading
enormous.
docks. It's huge, and this place is doing great work, amazing work here in the community. Certainly coming off a really busy season as well with the holidays and everything. But this is what a great experience this is for us to be here. And if you would like to get involved, of course, this is what they work on. They work on people out there in the community that want to come by and get involved. You can visit brfoodbank.org. That is brfoodbank.org. And if you want to get involved with giving food, giving money, or getting involved with donating some time, all of those things help tremendously. So again, we are here off the bench coming at you from the Greater Baton Rouge Food Bank. You know what we didn't do? We didn't see how Taylor and Alondra were doing back in the studio. Guys, how we doing over there?
Yeah, we're doing pretty good. Sucks not being able to be all together, but it's fine. I'm excited that Richard's hosting with you.
We're raw dogging it a little bit this morning, guys. No energy drink. You could probably tell I said LSU was in the national championship last night. So if that shows you where my headspace was, but we're fighting through it. We're good to go.
Looking to the future, Taylor.
That's right.
We're building that team right now.
This is a big deal for Taylor. No energy drink. I don't know if that has to be a huge mistake because he's not going to be very good today if he don't have an energy drink.
The whole day, it messes him up for the whole day.
I would assume so.
Could he not get one after 10?
I don't know. Someone needs to get one to him now.
I got mine.
I know you do.
I had to stop and get one.
You don't live too far from here.
No, I live about 12 minutes right up in Central.
No big deal. Very, very good. Very good. Hey, Alondra or Taylor, do we have that sound of Signetti that we can play?
I think Taylor has it. He's pulling it up. Right, he didn't drink his energy drink.
It's all right. We can do it next. We can do it coming in next segment.
He's been a fun guy to watch. Different,
incredible.
His energy's, to me, he's one of those old school coaches that, like, you wonder, when we were talking about this coaching search and everybody's like, oh, get the young guy, get the guy that can rate the players, it's a different style. And then you go look at him, I mean, he is an old school football coach and still getting it done.
Old school is absolutely right. Like, I was sitting there watching the game last night, and me and the kiddos are sitting there watching it, and Huck's looking at me like, Dad, Indiana's coach, he looks really mad. I'm like, no, bud.
That's how they're supposed to look.
That's how the coach is supposed to look right there. That's how you better hope your coach looks one day. He's like, he's just intense. He's into the game. He's like, I don't know, Dad. He looks mad. This is like second quarter, too.
That's how they're supposed to be. Like, you're supposed to be a little bit nervous when you walk by him sometimes.
Yeah, you are. And he's doing it the old school way. And I guess you could honestly say a diamond in the rough that was found at 64 years old.
Yeah.
You just never really know. And what a cool story for sports in general. You just never really know where these, of course, stories are going to pop up from, but where these people are going to pop from. You put them in the right situation. You put the right people around them. You give them the right resources to kind of flourish, and there's what they do. Signetti has done nothing but be successful as a coach. Yeah, sure, it was at IUP and Elon and
okay, he was at Elon too. Like, that's the second time I've heard of Elon.
Well, we're big Elon people.
Well, I'd never heard of the place until the quarterback got signed.
You've just never really recognized it until you had a reason to recognize it. But certainly Signetti has been successful all over the place, and guess what?
Okay, so since I did not realize he's been a head coach this long.
Like forever?
He was at Alabama when we played against Alabama.
Okay.
So, I mean, he was the Alabama wide receiver and
obviously
from
I knew
07
he
to
was
2010.
Bama. I didn't realize he was there when we were there.
Yeah, I mean, from 07 to 2010. So
we beat him.
We beat him.
Not a big deal.
And then I never beat him again.
For a while,
IUP,
actually.
What the hell is IUP? Because that was 2011 and 2016.
Indiana University in Pennsylvania.
It's confusing.
It's in Pennsylvania, bud.
Indiana University in Pennsylvania, okay. And then Elon, which, heard about that recently. James Madison, they're a playoff team these days.
Yeah, they are a playoff team. That's the truth.
But
should they be?
No. I think it's getting too bad. I think, what was it, Hannegriff and Jimmy were doing their show yesterday, and they were talking about how they want to expand to 16 teams. 16 teams?
Yep.
Which would have he started going down the list of all the teams that would have put in.
Yep.
You're like, no, I don't want to watch that at all.
You say you don't want to watch it, but I do.
I mean, I like good football regardless. Like, to me, like what I tell you before I got here, like I felt like I wasted the season because I didn't really care about Indiana. Like, there was nothing pulling me to an Indiana game.
Right.
And then the first time I watched them against Ohio State, I'm like, oh, these guys are fun to watch.
Right.
And then I've watched every game since. I'm like, man, I should have watched them all year long.
Yeah.
Because it was a fun team to watch. I love the way that running back runs the ball, just straight up the middle, dives and bouncing off people and running hard. The way Fernando, he plays. The defense plays fast. They're disciplined.
Yep.
It's the most fun I've had watching football because I hated watching LSU this year. It was miserable. But watching them is like that's how football's supposed to be played.
Yeah, it was. Well, I don't think you're alone in that, Richard. Like, if you were watching Indiana football the first half of the season, you're a sicko. Like, you're a college football absolute sicko. Now, when the hype train started, we knew Fernando Mendoza was talented coming from Cal.
Yeah.
But it's like, okay, he's good, but who's going to be 2025's version of Indiana? That's what everybody was talking about. It turns out, obviously it was Indiana and then some. But towards the end of the year, they go out to Eugene, they beat Oregon, and then that crazy catch, last minute drive to beat Penn State, who was flailing at the time, but found some strength for one game to play hard. That's when I started tuning in a little bit, and then I started hearing the hype train, the Heisman hype train with Fernando, and what Fernando Mendoza's been able to do this season. Absolutely extraordinary, and finding a way to win in a game that he couldn't go do the normal things that he's done all season, which is just shred people, pick people apart. Thought Miami had a really nice game plan for them yesterday defensively. Yeah. The only times that Fernando Mendoza was able to have a ton of success was when they backed off coverage and playing zone.
Yeah.
And then, of course, he made some huge – when they did play man-to-man, We talked about it yesterday on the show. Like, he was going to have to make some incredible throws. I would make him make incredible throws and play man-to-man, and he did that, a couple of really, really nice back shoulder throws. And receivers had to execute on a couple of back shoulder catches. So
I think their game plan, to me, when you go back and look at the play chart, it was Miami had a more physical, dominating defensive front seven. And it felt like, to me, as the game went on, they wore them down a little bit. Because I want to say the drive chart, it's punt, field goal, punt. I mean,
it was a gritty game. It was a nasty game.
I mean, it was one of those games that it was 5 plays, 7 plays, a 12-play drive to get a field goal. You had to earn everything.
So Kaylon Black, 17 carries, 79 yards for Indiana. Roman Hemby, 19 carries, 60 yards for Indiana. Mendoza, 16 of 27, 186 yards. No touchdowns, no interceptions, but did have the play of the game on a 4th and 5, a huge situation. Big ball Signetti over there just calling and going for it.
How crazy was that? Like,
I know.
You're thinking about it. You're going to run the field goal, team out there, call a timeout, 4th and 5.
Yep.
Screw it, let's go for it.
Yep, and so you're up by 3 at that point in the game. And on what? I think it was the 12-yard line, something like that, around the 10. And you go for it on 4th and 5. Now, obviously, this is a call that probably a lot of old heads are scratching their head about.
But a field goal doesn't do much for you.
You're saying that you don't want to lose by 1 point. Like, I don't want to lose this game by 1 point, right? I want to at least go down swinging. But 4th and 5 gets into that gray area of like, all right, the percentages are going down. Certainly 5 yards is less percentage than 4 and 3 and all that stuff. So you're weighing a lot of options. And then I hear Fernando Mendoza talking about that play after the game, like pre-snap. He's like, all right, this was a play that was kind of an alert. Based on what he was kind of saying, he was talking real fast like Michael Irvin. But what he was saying, basically, what I heard was, if we get the right one defense, I'm alerting to a pass. We're going to call a QB draw, but if I get like a loaded box, obviously I'm not sitting here to break 3 tackles and get in the end zone. That's not part of the game plan. I need to check to a pass. He's like, they disguised something. I wasn't real sure. He said, but the play clock was running down, and I was like, what, screw it. Let's just do it. Let's snap it, and we'll just make a play. And, boy, did he make a play, bouncing off a couple of tackles. Doesn't look like the strongest guy in the world, but, my God.
Those guys were bouncing off of him.
You got a little bit of adrenaline pumping, pal? I know. I see you talk.
The way he dove into the end zone, like, I thought he took a solid rib shot right there. Like,
for sure.
When the camera went away, I was like, he's not going to feel really good about that one. But, man, his energy, that play to me was that was his. I know he already won the Heisman, but that's the play that they're going to show when he's talked about going in the future. You know?
It deservingly, that was the sexy play of the game. Now, there's lots of, I guess, air quote plays of the game that, win or lose. The interception certainly at the end. But when you look back at this game, that's going to be the slow-mo. If you make that magical highlight video of the 2025 season, that's going to be the main clip right there. The Heisman winner in the national championship. I think I saw the stat yesterday. I forgot to write it down. I think the 10th quarterback to ever complete winning the Heisman and winning the national championship. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure.
I know, like, people thought it was kind of like a curse for a little while. They went on a string where the Heisman winner lost the national championship.
Yeah.
They were like, oh, yeah, he got distracted. He had too much stuff going on, blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
That doesn't work anymore.
Well, it's kind of a trend because it's usually the best player plus the best team or, at least the top team.
Yeah.
Not necessarily always, certainly with Jaden a couple of years ago. But usually
the best offense. We had a really bad defense.
Yeah, you could say that.
Best person with the best offense.
Yeah, you could say that. All right, we're going to take a break. We're going to come back and keep talking national championship. We're going to talk about who knows what else. And don't worry, we're going to jump into the portal. Nobody panic out there. We're going to get to it. But deservingly, what we talk about all year long, college football ended last night. So, of course, we're going to give that its due. So stick with us right here at the Greater Baton Rouge Food Bank. And we will be right back right here off the bench.
Off the bench.
All right. As always, I want to tell you about our friends over at PelicanRoof.com. Pelican Roof. The best darn roofing company in Louisiana. Go check them out on their website. You can kind of see their gallery of work. So if you have a project happening, if you just need a complete roof repair, roof replacement, or maybe you're building a new house or extending on, and you just are looking for a company that works really efficiently, works really fast, and the most trusted roofing company in Louisiana. You can go to their website and check out all the 5-star reviews on the meanest place on earth is, well, the internet. And guess what? The internet loves Pelican Roof. So go visit them, pelicanroof.com. Offices in Lafayette, offices in Baton Rouge. And when you start a project with them, they're going to dedicate a project manager specifically to your job, and he will be there until the job's finished. He doesn't have 2, 3, 4, 5 different projects he's bouncing to from day to day. Nope, he is focused on yours to make sure the job is done right and done the Pelican way. Go check him out, pelicanroof.com.
I'm Gabrielle McLeod on behalf of the Louisiana Propane Dealers. I have spent hundreds of hours preparing for scholarship competitions. That preparation paid off when I won the Fitness and Talent Awards along with the title of Miss Louisiana. The Louisiana Propane Dealers are also pretty talented and want you to be prepared for when the power goes out. Visit louisianapropane.com to find out about propane generators and other safety tips. Louisiana Propane, it truly is the fuel for our future.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
When it comes to choosing energy for your family and your home, make the smart choice with natural gas. You can count on efficient and affordable natural gas to keep you comfortable and reduce your environmental impact to help protect our planet. Together, we're fueling our energy future. Atmos Energy.
These ice cubes could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they cradle and cool the crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Nicely done, ice cubes.
South Louisiana, it's turnaround season, and River Parish Contractors is calling in the best of the best. We're hiring pipe fitters, iron workers, boiler makers, combo and structural welders, rig welders, carpenters, crane operators, dirt operators, and more. If you're ready to work, ready to earn, and ready to build something that lasts, call Big Jake at 318-547-1000 or go to rpcontractors.com. River Parish Contractors. Let's get building.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
After a decade of working in private duty nursing, I know how hard it can be to find compassionate care for the ones that you love the most. So I started Decision Critical, a premier concierge nursing agency, so we can take care of you wherever you are. Our highly skilled nurses provide exceptional care from the comfort of your own home with personalized packages for short-term, long-term, or even around-the-clock care. Visit us at decisioncriticalbr.com and give us a call today to get started.
...2007 champs, purple and gold to the core. This is Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn. Baton Rouge's go-to for all things Louisiana sports.
There he is.
He's got it.
What an introduction.
He's got it.
This was, what, 2 years ago? Kurt Signetti being introduced at the basketball game, just like most of the head coaches. Football coaches are usually introduced at the basketball games, which I think's a little, it's okay. I don't know.
I mean, that's cool when your basketball team's good.
But that was cool.
Yeah, I mean, especially because that's a basketball school.
Yeah.
I mean they got a movie named after him.
Yep. just calling out everybody and people were like, hey, you're the head coach of Indiana, right? You're not supposed to just talk trash at a basketball game because you're Indiana and you stink.
He wasn't worried about that.
No, he wasn't worried about that.
He got him a natty in 2 years.
He knew. He's like,
whatever
bro.
it is.
He's like, I'm from University of Indiana in Pennsylvania.
I've done this before.
I've done this.
He's been doing it a long time. I honestly did not realize he's been a head coach since 2010. I did not know a lot about him. Like I said, I didn't know a lot about Indiana. The more, they stayed and kept proving themselves and proving everybody wrong. Paid a little bit more attention, and man, he's a fun guy to listen to. I listen to a lot of his interviews now. I like the way he is so confident in what they're doing and their process. I think he's a guy that can. He's going to have Indiana competitive, year in, year out.
Yeah, and so like in a college football like climate to where you kind of feel like coaches have to coach different in the NFL and college, but specifically in college when you're dealing with these 18 to 22, 23, in Carson Beck's case, I don't know, 30 years old, whatever he is. You have to coach differently because you're constantly recruiting. You're constantly more than just recruiting. You're retaining.
Yeah.
Retaining players because basically with the portal, everybody's on a one-year contract because college football is screwed up right now. But everybody's on these one-year contracts. So you have to coach differently. You have to kind of be boys with everybody. All right. You have to got to be this guy that, well, this coach was kind of mean to me. So
you remember, there's no more of the days where, when we got to LSU, they made all the freshmen work out of that 3 o'clock group.
Right.
They had the late in the evening, and Moffitt got in there and started with the I don't give up how many stars we called it de-recruitment day.
Yeah.
He told you, he said, you were worth nothing.
Yep.
You were garbage. And just break you down. You were a nobody. Those days of football have got to be over.
They have to be. You would think so. I mean, it was the same way with the guy that recruited you. Jimbo Fisher recruited me, and I was like, this is the greatest guy ever. He's so nice and cool and hanging out. First day I met him for real, I was like, whoa, that's not the same dude. He's going to break me, isn't he?
Jimbo was one of those guys that, completely different people on the field and off the field. And, I can remember being a freshman and, going from first team to second team, running through the huddles, and I bumped into him one day, and he knocked his play sheet down. And the cussing I took for him being in my way was pretty rough. And then he'll come after you after practice. But, hey, guys, how you doing? What's going on?
Yeah, put your arm around it. Hey, man, what happened?
I'm like, man, you just freaking made me want to cry.
Yeah. I almost quit. So I say that because it's that was the way that we knew coaching, right? And everybody knew. And this is, again, I'm not – and we get it. You have to coach differently now because that's just the nature of the beast. You're always recruiting, but you also have to have some sort of discipline. Well, Curt Cignetti has given us a refreshing blast from the past. It at least has the touch of that old school mentality. Now, maybe not to that extent because you can't tear people down like that to build them back up really anymore and expect to keep. But what they've done, that culture they have built. Jacob told me a couple weeks ago, which blew my mind, all the coordinators, defensive and offensive coordinator for Curt Cignetti, have been with him through all these different stops.
Really?
And the successes they have, and they're signed on again for next year.
Yeah.
They're not building themselves up and taking other jobs. They have built a culture there. So it's a refreshing for more of the old heads and the college football traditionalists that like that kind of, we're going to stay in one place, we're going to be loyal, we're going to do all this, which is kind of it's different now. Obviously,
16 years
this
to me,
is
staying somewhere for 16 years, there's a difference between being loyalty and, if you've been that good for 16 years and you haven't taken that next paycheck, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, and it's rare. And those are some of the reasons why it's going to be so hard to replicate what they did this year. So, everybody, the college football is going to be way more impatient, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, he did it. Cignetti did it in 2 years at Indiana. They lost 1 billion games in the career of their history. Well, the near example, Lane Kiffin better do it in 2 years because he's got this and he's got that, and we got all this money, and we have the LSU helmet. We got that brand. I think it's created what they did was so unprecedented and so rare and such just a one-off that I don't think that it's fair to compare.
No.
And I'm not going to take LSU. Let's just talk about other schools. Let's talk like a Vanderbilt, Mississippi State, a University of Kansas, like all these schools that Utah, BYU, like all these schools that have always kind of been around, been good, had some good seasons, but never been able to break through, certainly at a national championship level. I don't think it's fair to compare now because I think it is such a one-off. Now, the time frame does have to speed up, and the resources are there, so you better be successful in some sort, but they're 16-0. They went 16-0. I think the first team to go 16-0 in college football since like the late 1800s or something like that, Yale or somebody like that. They threw up the picture yesterday. And again, you can fact check me. I told you I'm going to say a lot of things wrong today. It's fine.
For me, I think the interesting side of this, because of what you're talking about, the way the time frame is sped up, nobody's going to be patient. I mean, in the time we were talking about where we used to build rosters, you could sign 25 kids. We just signed, I think, like 15 to 18 kids out of high school, and then we're bringing in another, I think, almost 41 players from the transfer portal. I mean, that is that's 50-something guys. I mean, that's unreal.
Yeah.
So, but what scares me about this is what is the trickle effect? Okay, so LSU's obviously, I mean, we got everybody donating money right now. We got more money. We're flush with cash. We're spending this money. You go all in. You get all your people spend money. Doesn't work year one. You try it for year two. What happens like when there's no more money? Like when people are like, okay, we've spent $60 million the last 2 years. It didn't work out. Now we got to buy another guy out and do this. Like, does it cause a longer rebound time?
Right.
Because you got to now convince these people to spend money again.
We'll see.
I'm not just saying about LSU. I'm talking about anywhere in the country.
I got it. We're going to learn a lot about this whole landscape of college football in the next couple of years. Like this is all kind of relatively new.
Yeah.
At the levels that we're talking about. We're talking about offensive linemen reportedly, the kid that LSU says it, reportedly $3.5 million is the offer. $3.5 million, Richard, for an offensive lineman. There's 5 of them. Other kids getting $1 million, $1.5 million to play offensive line. Like these numbers have seemingly tripled, quadrupled in 1 year.
Yeah. And so I need to sit down with somebody knows this in and out, because I know that you hear the rev share deal. And the rev share is approximately, $15 million allotted for football?
I think it's around 20.
Yeah, but so that's for the whole all athletics.
Yep.
So, and they said that 75% was going to be football, which would put it around 15. The clearinghouse deal, I don't know how all this works. That $4 million.
It does.
They said we got $10 million in quarterbacks, $4 million on offensive line. Okay, that's 4 players. So how are you putting all the other pieces together?
Yep. We'll continue to talk about that. We'll come back after the break and ponder these live questions, because it's certainly something I have been talking about at length and ad nausea, and people have said I'm the old man on the porch yelling at kids on the lawn. So
we are the old people now.
That's okay. But we will continue to talk all things sports right here from the Greater Baton Rouge Food Bank, and we will be right back right here off the bench.
Off the bench.
All right. I want to tell you about our friends Central Plumbing. Look, hey, it's been freezing the last couple days. So did you drip your faucets? Was it cold enough? I don't know. It depends on what kind of setup you have. But if you have an emergency, that could have been it. Make sure you give Central Plumbing a call. CentralPlumbing.org, the plumbing experts. So whatever happens, and it doesn't matter if you got an issue with your water lines, your gas lines, they are the experts. They have seen it all. They can do it all. The Payne family has been doing it a long time. And if you have an issue, it doesn't matter what it is, commercial, residential. Like I said, they've done work for me commercially at my factory. They've done work at our residential. So they are the experts. Give them a call if you ever have anything that you need. Maybe you got a new project. Maybe you want a tankless water heater. Never run out of hot water again at the house. Go check them out, centralplumbing.org.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. And when you're cooking with clean, affordable propane, you're cooking with gas. In the wintertime, nothing heats a home like Louisiana propane. And when you need hot water, propane's got you covered. Oh, and you won't regret that propane generator when the power goes out. I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and to find more information and to find a propane dealer near you, visit louisianapropane.com.
Sometimes you ignore the signs, even when they're right in front of you. Problem gambling isn't always easy to spot. Know the signs, set your limit. Learn more about healthy gambling habits by visiting us online or text or call for free, confidential help now.
I'm Lawyer Locke Meredith. If you're battling an insurance company because of a wreck not your fault and they're not calling you back or being fair, whether you hire us at all, give us a call, 272-5555, or email Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates. You have nothing to lose.
Hello, I'm Collins Meredith. If you've been injured on the job, you'll likely have a workers' compensation claim, but you may also have a tort claim, which opens up significant recovery rights not normally available for a work injury. If this is you, call us or come see us at Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar, but instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
South Louisiana, it's turnaround season, and River Parish Contractors is calling in the best of the best. We're hiring pipe fitters, iron workers, boiler makers, combo and structural welders, rig welders, carpenters, crane operators, dirt operators, and more. If you're ready to work, ready to earn, and ready to build something that lasts, call Big Jake at 318-547-1000 or go to rpcontractors.com. River Parish Contractors. Let's get building.
This new year, Hood Dental wants you smiling bigger and healthier than ever. New patients can get a healthy gums cleaning for just $89, plus a free exam and full mouth x-rays, a $376 value. With over 3,000 five-star Google reviews, 5 local locations, and easy online scheduling with same-day care, Hood Dental makes it simple to get started. And for January only, save 15% up to $150.
Locked in on LSU football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back. Off the bench here from the Greater Baton Rouge Area Food Bank.
It's getting rolling in here.
It is starting to get rolling. It's popping. They got the machines up and running. It's going to get a little, maybe a little background noise. But we want to tell you, look, as you prepare this week for some groceries of your own, make sure you go to Rouse's Market, local grocery store right here in Louisiana. So if you need to go and, you know, maybe get some hydration, maybe a little My High, they got it right there at Rouse's. If you need to maybe get a pre-made meal, if you don't feel like cooking today, they got all the options. It is $7.52. If you're driving around a little hungry, they got a little breakfast bar situation. We did our lives from Rouse's all season long, every single Friday on the football Fridays, and man, we'd get there 6 in the morning. They had 50 workers there getting ready for the day, making sushi, making breakfast, making sandwiches, making all the stuff. So they got everything you need. So go check them out. Go to rouses.com as well. Why would I send you to a website for a grocery store? Well, because you can put in your zip code and they can show you the nearest Rouse's, the Rouse's nearest to you, and all the deals that they're running. King Cakes, they got all the stuff to host a party, whatever it is. Make sure you're visiting your local Rouse's.
They got new Rouse's in Central. Just opened.
No way.
They took over the Winn-Dixie. Went there Saturday.
Heck yeah.
Pretty excited.
So Central got an upgrade.
Got an upgrade. Yep. I think we went and got some steaks from them the other day. Yep. Pretty solid.
Yep.
I'm a big Rouse's fan. What are you talking about? Go to the website. What is it? It's Tuesday night or Wednesday night? They release like their new sales for the week.
Yeah.
Always check to see what meat's on sale.
Oh, hell yeah.
Go on the grill.
Get some meat on sale.
Oh, got to get the meat on sale.
Hell yeah. What kind of grill you got?
Well, I have just a little Weber charcoal grill.
That's what I'm
I
talking about.
like the charcoal. I used to have a pellet grill.
Yeah.
I'm not very mechanically inclined, and as I had to take them apart to clean them all the time.
Oh, boy.
The last time I couldn't get it back together. So I
Wait,
just threw
you're
the whole
not
thing away.
mechanic, you're not a fix-it guy?
No.
You kind of, you could give off that
I got
aura.
a lot of friends that can fix stuff.
You give off that aura, though.
I can,
like, kind of country guy, don't give a care.
I can get home. Like, I can make something work to get home, but I wouldn't
Yeah.
trust to use it again. Like, I can make it finish the job.
You're talking about, like, you can get home, so you're talking about, like, some car stuff.
Well, like boat stuff. I can usually get home, or I can make something work, but I probably didn't do it right.
Yep.
I
The clean and
wouldn't
grill.
Yeah, clean, no. I mean, I
not for
just
you.
stick with the wood fire, charcoal.
So I've had a lot of people with a pellet that swear by the pellet.
What's the easiest way to do it in the world?
If you're smoking, right?
Yeah.
I got one of those Kamado cookers. I've had that for a long time. It's a wedding gift, actually. Still
the one
cook
you had
with
at the
it.
old house?
Yeah.
You still got that one?
Yeah.
You used to do a lot of pizzas in it back in the day.
Did a lot of pizzas. That's fun to fire up. But it's like with kids, though, it's like you got to fire at something that's got to be quick.
Yeah.
That thing takes a while to like get ready. It takes about an hour for it to get
It's got to be a Sunday
ready to
afternoon
cook.
deal, Saturday
Yeah, no, it's an
afternoon
event.
deal. Yeah.
It certainly is an event. But look, hey, we are coming at you. If you're just joining in from the Greater Baton Rouge Food Bank, Guarantee Corporation turning 100 years old, so they are celebrating by giving back here a day of service right here at the food bank. Join us, stick with us for hour 2 of Off the Bench.
I need like 45 more seconds from you. I need like 45 more seconds from you.
All right, sorry. We have a little time discrepancy here. I actually asked them what time we were breaking, and my clock was about a minute fast. So
you got a slow
guess
clock?
what? No, we do got
Fast
a slow clock. So if I turn around, if y'all start hearing a little bit more action, there are people trickling in. I think they said MLK Day yesterday, there was 450 volunteers
That's
here
insane.
yesterday, and they can only handle about 50. So if you're looking to kind of give back and donate some time here, this is a great organization, a great cause. You can go to brfoodbank.org, brfoodbank.org, if you want to get involved, whether that's donating money, donating food, or just getting involved with donating some time. You can do it right here at the Baton Rouge Food Bank. All right.
Off the bench.
All right, want to tell you about our friends over at Ochsner. This is a new year. This is a new you. So choose health this season. So, we all know the great work that Ochsner has done in the community, all over Louisiana, all over the Gulf South, really. So your health deserves championship level care, and that's exactly what you get with Ochsner. From primary care to specialized treatment, Ochsner's team of experts is here for you with advanced medicine and compassionate care you can trust. With convenient locations and virtual visits, getting the care you need has never been easier. Ochsner, every patient, every single day. You can visit ochsner.org to learn more. So if you need a primary care, Ochsner's got you covered. Sports injuries, heart care, orthopedics, women's, children's services, whatever. Go see them today. Every patient, every day, ochsner.org.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar, but instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
South Louisiana, it's turnaround season, and River Parish Contractors is calling in the best of the best. We're hiring pipe fitters, iron workers, boiler makers, combo and structural welders, rig welders, carpenters, crane operators, dirt operators, and more. If you're ready to work, ready to earn, and ready to build something that lasts, call Big Jake at 318-547-1000 or go to rpcontractors.com. River Parish Contractors. Let's get building.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. Propane water heaters are very cost efficient, and the savings are even greater with a tankless propane water heater. We all know that Louisiana propane is a safe and environmentally friendly fuel. So why not go green while you save some green? I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and for more information, visit louisianapropane.com.
Hi, I'm Mitchell Meredith with Locke Meredith Sean Fagan and Associates. We take great pride in educating our clients about their rights. Whether you're injured at work or while you drive, call our office at 272-5555. Knowledge is power, and you should know your rights after an injury.
Hi, I'm Sean Fagan of Locke Meredith Sean Fagan and Associates. When insurance companies have been unfair, we've never been afraid to go to trial. Fighting hard to protect your rights, we never settle a case out of convenience. We only settle when it's right for you. Whether you hire us at all, give us a call.
Transform your living space with Lacoste & Young Remodeling and take your home from outdated to outstanding. Redefine your kitchen for the ultimate culinary experience, or elevate your daily routine with a spa-worthy bathroom retreat. Our skilled team brings 3D modeling to life to ensure your vision becomes a reality. We believe luxury should be accessible and offer tailored solutions to fit your budget without compromising quality. So contact us today for a free estimate. Lacoste & Young Remodeling, providing perfect solutions for your dream home.
Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Wall-to-wall TVs mean you'll see every touchdown in HD. Place your bets and feel the thrill of every play with our DraftKings Sportsbook. The Queen Casino, where every moment is a win.
Off the bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Okay, here we go.
Where the plays get broken down and science gets denied.
Hey, they said I gotta come off the bench.
Hour 2 of Off the Bench, live from the Raising Cane studio.
All right, welcome back. Hour number 2, Off the Bench, right here, 104.5 ESPN. If you're just joining the show, hour number 2, we are here at the Greater Baton Rouge Food Bank. A little day of service for Guarantee Corporation, Guarantee Media. So all the shows brought to you today on 104.5 ESPN will be from right here. This is the, I believe this is the sorting room for all the food that comes in. They get it all sorted, they get it boxed up, get it ready for donations. This place is gigantic, very impressive, and this place is going to continue to get louder and louder as we go. So we just were told to put our mics closer and closer.
All the lights are turning on in the building. Everybody's getting here. It's getting ramped up.
I know. We're always the first one everywhere, though. Morning show stuff.
Yeah.
Morning show woes.
You get to watch the office wake up.
Yep.
But yeah, like this is an incredibly huge place. Did not realize how big it was.
I know. And it takes a lot of resources to operate a building like this. There's huge offices, cubicles, so a lot of people are working that work here. A lot of people donate their time here, and a lot of resources are needed. So please continue to look into the Great Baton Rouge Food Bank. Did you give a little time, give a little money,
Did you find out what Drake May was making this year?
Yeah, we are going to tell you what Drake May is making this year because we were talking about NIL and what they're getting paid. But first, let's get the show started.
Let's get it started.
It's time to get glowing, courtesy of GoFlow IV Spa, where hydration, vitamins, and a summer-ready glow are always on tap. Now, for starters.
You didn't know what we were doing? Thanks for listening to the show, Richard. Appreciate it. Go to GoFlow, GoFlow IV, goflow.iv.com. We're talking about IV therapy. Have you done an IV before?
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
A couple weeks ago.
It works immediately. So whether you had a, maybe a long night out, maybe you had a few too bitty last night watching the national championship game, whatever it is. Weather, been crazy. We got hot, we got cold. That brings on the sniffles. So if you want to boost that immune system, they got all the vitamins, they got all the enhancers in the IVs. It's something that actually works immediately. It's all medically done right over there. Go over there. If it's your first time, you can set up an account. They take a look at you. They give you the IV in and out in about 30 to 40 minutes. GoFlow IV, Jefferson Highway, right there near Bocage. Get hydrated, get vitamized. GoFlow IV. So Richard and I were talking about just the, how do these contracts work? And I know there's a lot of reporters out there. There's a lot of people that do media. There's a lot of people on this station that know a lot more about the actual contracts than I do.
Yeah.
Certainly on how they're working. There's the rev share portion. Then there's the marketing portion for all these kids that we're negotiating with. So it's like you're starting to count up. Well, there's $9 million committed to the quarterbacks. There's about probably if we get the Seton kid, there's going to be $7, $8, $9 million committed to offensive line. But I thought there was only like $15 to $20 million for the rev share. Well, I think the majority of this money is certainly coming from the marketing. So how does it all work? We don't know.
But that still has to pass a clearinghouse. Like, that's where I get so confused on this deal.
I know. And Moscona did a good job a couple of weeks. I think last week I was hearing him talking about what the clearinghouse has approved and denied, things like that. And I'm assuming we're all going to make a bunch of assumptions right now. Maybe some people know a little bit more insider information, but I think it's still all assumptions. Like in this world where the money has seemingly quadrupled in one calendar year for a lot of these recruits, a lot of like the market value. How is that all going to play out by the end of the year? Will all that money end up in the kids' pockets? I think we're all assuming so, and I'm guessing that the kids are certainly assuming so. But in a world where everybody's just making up the rules kind of as we go.
Well, so like to me, so you get into the contract situation where you saw, I don't know if it was last year, a kid to Florida was promised all this money, didn't get it, put his name back in the transfer portal, left.
Yep.
You've seen kids leave because they were told one thing, didn't get it. So, okay, so we go get all these kids. And like you said, you got the rev share portion, which sounds like we're out of the rev share portion or whatever it is. I mean, at what point, do you have stipulations in the contract that I need my money by July 1st? Or I need it by August 1st?
Right.
Or do I have a second to sit out? I want my money before August 1st because if I don't have it, then I'm not playing next year. I'm going to sit out, not waste that year of eligibility. I'm withdrawing from school. Like those are the type of things that I'm waiting to see if they ever happen.
Right, and it's going to be fascinating to kind of see all this unfold. Now, of course, this isn't the first year, but this certainly seems like the first year where we're talking about these extreme dollars. Like now, I get it. There were some one-offs with quarterbacks. Like I think you just brought up the kid from Florida. I don't remember the kid's name.
It was
I know
like
this
$7 million.
It was like $7 million. I think it was coming from like a car dealer and something like. And I was like, you know what? I don't know if I really want to pay that money. You know, maybe I'm not going to get the return on investment. Maybe I don't love Florida as much as I thought I did.
There's no high school kid in the world worth $7 million. Like, my high is not going to make a huge investment. Like, I get that you might get some,
I might not sell one more packet.
Yeah, I mean, but you're going to spend that type of money to get a kid just to come to your alma mater?
I made the comment. I was like, I don't know if I bought anything because Nussmeier's face was on a billboard.
No.
Or Nussmeier's face. But Jake and I talked about this and saying I think they get something back, but I think the understanding is it's not the return on it, it's I'm sure it counts as a donation for their company, and there's tax things that they can do. And of course, they just love their university and want them to be successful. It's just like, just win, baby. It's like everybody in it, they feel like, they're kind of pseudo owners of a
So it would make more sense
team
to me because, I think I watch more YouTube now than probably regular TV. Like, I go straight to whatever I want.
Yeah, so you're like a child.
Yeah, I mean, but they got the best. There's no hunting shows on TV anymore. The best hunting shows are on YouTube. The best fishing shows are on YouTube. I watch y'all's show on YouTube. I mean, the stuff that I want to watch, I can get there.
Do you smash the like button?
I don't know how to do that on a TV.
Better be smashing the like
button. How do you do it on a TV? Show me how to do it. I'll
figure it out.
I'm losing my point. But so I think these NIL deals, when you're talking about what their value is, at what point does it tie back to their social media following? You got a kid with 2 million followers.
Dude, hell yeah.
That guy's worth way more. I don't give a crap what he's worth on the field at that point, but he's more valuable in a social media aspect when he's got 2+ million followers. I mean, your brand, your product is going to get more views with that kid than a guy that's got 5,000 followers but really good at football.
Yeah. Well, the social media, that's and the YouTube, all that following, that's like a business in and of itself. That's outside of this whole negotiation, right?
But if I'm...
It's all about pay for play here.
But if I'm a Canes guy or I'm a My High guy, and I got this kid with 2 million followers, I would rather put my money towards him. Like, I want my NIL deal. I'm going to go sign one up with him because I'm going to get way more viewership, and my brand's going to get seen way more with him versus another person.
Sure. Well, at that point, you're talking about like a real business negotiation, like a real marketing opportunity. Now, maybe if a kid has a certain amount of followers, then it's easier for a certain deal to pass through the clearinghouse.
That's what I'm thinking.
That would make sense. But from all accounts that I'm hearing, reading, and again, look, I'm like everybody listening. Like, I don't have insider knowledge. I don't chase like a breaking situation or in like all. I hear what everybody says. I hear what I read. I hear what I see, and that's what I know. But certainly, it feels like, in the spirit of which the clearinghouse was installed and was given power to, that the college football is not really adhering to that spirit.
Yeah.
Like, it was like, okay, here's the, because I remember coaches a year ago or 2 years ago saying, man, I can't wait until the rev share comes because then there's some sort of salary cap at least. Now we know exactly what the rules are that we're playing, of the game we're playing.
Do we?
But I think it's even more confusing, right?
Yeah, because you can throw all this outside money. I mean, think about this. This should be a very solid, point to where the confusion is. And like, even with Matt Moscona, as much as he's putting out there, when have you heard from somebody that this guy's getting paid $2.2 million? It's always $2 to $3 million. 2 to 2.5.
Yeah, right.
2.5 to 3. No one's ever putting, this guy's making $350,000, 70 cents, whatever, for this year.
Yep.
So is that because there's so much fluctuation in what we might be able to get you versus what we can guarantee?
Yep.
Like, I haven't heard anybody say he's getting $2.7 million or he's getting 1.2. It's always 1 to 2.
It's not like the NFL or other sports where those contracts are made public and made public information because it's not a unionized. They're not employees. They're 1099 contract workers.
This gets tough. So think about like what they say is going on at Ole Miss right now, that all these new guys are making more money than the guys that built the program, and then try to have that conversation. Like when you're
if they were state employees, then we would know exactly what it is, but they're contract workers, right?
But somebody's leaking something. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like, but nobody will say it.
Yeah, and usually it's agents leaking because they're getting information because they want to be a good agent. They want to be known as a good agent because you get more clients that way. So they leak these numbers.
Think of how much money you would have made after the Peach Bowl. Like, because you were coming back, sitting right there. You have that big game.
Yep.
I mean, that's like having a huge preseason game and then going into free agency.
Yeah, I did this a couple weeks ago. NIL valuation after 2000. If I would have come back for a senior year in NIL, because Scott Tolzien, the Saints quarterback coach, he was a quarterback at Wisconsin, won a Rose Bowl. He was my teammate in Green Bay, and because I did his, and his was like after the Rose Bowl, his valuation would have been like 1.5 to 2 million, something like that. I was trying to look up yours real quick.
I could have made some money.
Here's your ceiling. This is after 2008, the start of 2008 season. Richard Dickson's becomes a clear All-American candidate. His ceiling for NIL, 300,000 plus.
Tight ends get screwed on this.
Dude, you're getting 1/5 of the normal offensive lineman, and like not even a tenth of what the potential the new offensive lineman's going to get.
Yeah.
So apparently, reports have, and this is I don't know who's reporting this. So look, take this with a grain of salt. The kid that LSU's been hosting. Jordan Seaton, the offensive lineman, big offensive lineman who's in the portal from Colorado, a 5-star plus recruit, Richard.
Well, they're saying he's
a plus.
He's going in the first round next year. Like, he's one of the biggest offensive line recruits to come through in a while.
Yep.
They ran his numbers to this point to Will Campbell's, and like he surpassed whatever Will Campbell did in his junior year.
Interesting. So I didn't know if the plus was a thing you could add on to a 5-star, but maybe they invented it for this kid. But he certainly seems like a surefire. Can't miss. All reports are that they think he's going to be at LSU. Certainly he's been at LSU, scheduled to go to Oregon. He has delayed that. We got, I think Moscona was putting some pieces together that maybe he was at seeing the governor yesterday. Certainly LSU pulling out all the stops for him. And people starting to talk about what's this going to look like from a financial standpoint. And it looks like it's going to be in the range of $3+ million. Potentially. This is all potential. This is all second, third, fourth, fifth-hand information.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it has certainly looked like. So That's a lot. That's a lot of money. Certainly, probably a lot. And you had brought up the NFL MVP candidate. Probably going to come in second. Drake May. Pretty good.
Playing pretty awesome right
He's playing NFL quarterback, the highest paid position usually on the team, certainly in the NFL. He's in his second year and playing under his rookie contract. He is set to make just under $2.5 million this year.
That's what I thought. This is what blows my mind.
Could win the Super Bowl. Could be the MVP.
He's a
of the
freaking
entire
professional. Like
he's a what?
Professional.
Okay.
Freaking. I said freaking.
Okay.
Professional. And like he's out there, like you said, an MVP candidate. He deserves the money. And we're talking about he's making $2.4 million right now, and Levitt's going to get 5.5, 6.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, it's roughly $2.46 million for Drake May, and potentially this Jordan Seaton kid. Could make over $3 million. But you know what? The market bears what the market bears, which just continues.
Do you think that can ever have an effect on rookie pay scale? Like, okay, these kids are making this much in college. You would think that they have to make more in the NFL, or are they just going to keep letting kids in college make more than NFL players?
Yeah. It's going to have to change. So something's got to give, and it's going to be so fascinating to see in the next couple of years. Will people, business owners, will they continue to think this is a good idea? Because they're going to be setting the rules. Will the market continue to bear all this fruit? I don't know. I have no idea. I can't imagine. Like, I'm trying to wrap my head around it as like a business owner myself. Like, I can't imagine. Like, it seems cool now, keeping up with the Joneses, but like in 3 or 4 years, are we still going down this rabbit hole? Still?
I mean,
I don't know.
If you win one, maybe. But if you don't, okay, so at what point is it worth? Like, if LSU comes out, spends all this money, and they win next year, they'll have the same people putting up money the following year.
Right.
Because it worked.
Right.
When it doesn't work 2 years in a row,
right?
Do they come back and spend money again? That's where I'm more curious to see what happens.
3 years later, I'm down $200 million, and I'm still selling a lot of chicken.
I want that coach fired at this point. I spent this much money, we didn't win. Get rid of him.
I know. And then at that point, keeping control as the school, as an athletic director, maintaining control of the tool without having people input. That's when you get all these people, and you got to police it. How many people are going to try to effectively act like an owner or a part owner after they give all this money for multiple years and years? So
guys with a lot of money tend to have a little bit of an ego, and I can see people say, "Hey, I'm donating. I'm your biggest donor."
Yep.
And I would like to see this happen.
Yep.
How many times is he going to be told no? Those guys aren't used to being told no. It gets really tough. I mean, that's a tough job for an AD to deal with.
Yep. Certainly fascinating. We'll see what happens, but LSU just win, baby. I don't care.
I'm ready for football season.
3.5, make it 5, make it 8. Go get
not my money. Just go spend it. Go spend somebody else's money.
Somebody's money. Will they get paid? I don't know. We'll see. But we'll keep pondering all things that are life, all things that are sports, right here from the Greater Baton Rouge Food Bank. So stick with us. We're going to come out a lot of news coming out of the NFL as well. So we're going to kind of dive into that, get you caught up on all the head coaching carousel happening in the NFL right here on Off the Bench.
Off the Bench.
All right, Boudreaux's Electrical, boudreauxelectrical.com. You can go to their website right now. If you want thinking about a little peace of mind sounds cool to you. Sounds cool to me. You can go to their website right now. There's a big red button. It says request a free Generac quote. So you can start that whole process. See what it's like. You go in there and you tell them like what size home you have, how many air conditions, like all that good stuff. And you never really know if it's something that you've been wanting to do, something that you've been thinking, that full home, that whole home generator, keeping the power on no matter the weather, no matter the circumstance, no matter what is happening, you keep the power on. Protect your family, protect your things, protect that deer meat or that duck meat that's in the freezer. We've all been there. We've all had to clean out that freezer the day after the big storm, and never let that happen again. Go request that free generator. Get the process started. You know what? No time like the present to get that peace of mind. Go check them out. boudreauxelectrical.com.
My father, J.B. Falgu, had a vision of growth for First American Bank and the communities we serve. The bank's foundation was built on his legacy of compassion, loyalty, and dedication. Through his years of leadership, First American has prospered to heights even J.B. could not have imagined. I know my father would be extremely proud of the customer service and financial stability that First American provides to Southeast Louisiana. We continue to thrive because of the legacy of J.B. Falgout.
Jordan Faber here with some exciting news. Faber Automotive has officially arrived. We're proud to introduce your new hometown dealership, Faber Chevrolet GMC. That means more inventory, better deals, and the same great local team. Now backed by the trusted Faber family name. Whether you're shopping or servicing, you'll feel the difference from day one. Allow us the opportunity to earn your business.
Fabry Chevrolet GMC. Visit us in St. Francisville or online at FabryChevrolet.com.
We typically think of stress as being bad for us. At Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, we are researching how certain types of stress, such as exercise, can be good for our immune health. By studying people under extreme stress, such as athletes, astronauts, service members, and first responders, we're learning how to improve the immune health of everyone. That's the power of research. That's the impact of champions. Together, we roar.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar, but instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
I'm Gabrielle McLeod on behalf of the Louisiana Propane Dealers. I have spent hundreds of hours preparing for scholarship competitions. That preparation paid off when I won the Fitness and Talent Awards along with the title of Miss Louisiana. The Louisiana Propane Dealers are also pretty talented and want you to be prepared for when the power goes out. Visit LouisianaPropane.com to find out about propane generators and other safety tips.
From the locker room to the airwaves, it's Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
All right, welcome back here. Off the Bench, 104.5 ESPN. Coming at you from the Greater Baton Rouge Food Bank. And
getting rolling.
They are here. So you see all these people behind us working, or a majority of them, a lot of them, from Guarantee Corporation, of course. We work for Guarantee, and so this is the day of service celebrating 100 years, 100-year birthday that Guarantee Corporation has been part of the community, doing the good work, and they're celebrating that by giving back.
It's pretty incredible.
Little day of service. So
100 years.
You will
in
see people from Guarantee here, as well as other volunteers from the community. Certainly here, packing boxes, packing food, packing meals here at the food bank in this extremely impressive facility. Yeah, you always uncover something in places you live in Baton Rouge that's just like you kind of figured we had something, right? A place like something.
I've heard about it.
But you always uncover something about a community in Baton Rouge. Certainly, we live in a fantastic place that you didn't really know was here.
Yeah.
It's like a little dime, like, wow, this is an impressive situation. It's impressive what they do here. And the facility, it's huge, gigantic, right here, right off Choctaw. So yeah, you can go check them out, brfoodbank.org, brfoodbank.org. Donate money, donate time, donate food. Just get involved. Get involved. This is doing great work here in the community.
Go through your pantry. Everybody has a bunch of canned food that my wife goes and she'll buy like 100 of them because I use 2 a week, and then they end up sitting there.
Yep.
Come out there, clear it out, bring it all here.
Yep. And so certainly doing the Lord's work over here. before we jump into our next segment, I want to kind of talk a little NFL. But before we do, I want to tell you about our friends, partners over at Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys, getgordon.com. Anywhere in Louisiana, look, if you've been injured, if you got a situation and you need some help, whether it's a car accident, whether you've been hurt on the job, whatever it is, getgordon.com, Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys. Let them fight for you. They've been doing it for a long, long time. They are the experts. They will get you exactly what you deserve. Don't be bullied. Don't be bullied by whatever company's out there after you get injured. Let them go fight for you anywhere in Louisiana. Doesn't matter the area code. Doesn't matter where you are, north, south, east, west, central, whatever it is. 888-8888. Let them fight for you. GetGordon.com. We've seen the work they do in the community. We've seen the billboards. They like to have a little fun on the billboards, on the commercials, but all the awesome work they've done with the G team. Gordon's probably licking his chops right now with this portal class. Yeah. Getting involved in so many great things. But go check them out. Let them fight for you. GetGordon.com. All right, coaching carousel continues to spin in the NFL. Robert Saleh, new head coach for the Tennessee Titans.
Great hire.
Great hire?
I mean, no, it makes no sense. The NFL just recycles guys.
Yeah.
Like Robert Saleh did not do anything very impressive his first stint. Good defensive mind, but I mean, seeing him get that job, it just doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
Yeah, so like he's got this aura about him that's like this alpha type mentality, this defensive guy. I think he's very well spoken. I was with Robert Saleh. He was in Seattle when I was there. People love him. Like, and he can, you have a conversation with him. He's like that dude that's like really good to talk to, like you believe in him.
Yeah.
Now he's not like this huge rah-rah guy, but he's got like this big barrel and voice. Looks like, you know,
like 07,
like
we had Pliny. Every player, didn't matter offense, defensive side.
Yeah.
Like everybody hung out with Pliny because he was the guy that you go talk to. Didn't really, have to be about football, but he was always there to give you a little bit of insight.
Yeah, for sure. And I think they're like with the Saleh hire, I think it's more of like, we're going to give you a pass because it's the Jets.
Yeah.
The Jets stink. Nobody's going to be good there. And they might be trying to recreate some of this this good juice like the Patriots did with Mike Vrabel this year. Kind of that same, I don't want to compare the two people, but the same presentation on the outside looking in, like defensive guy, hard ass type guy, like maybe leader of men, maybe he can recreate. He just needs a new scenario. He needs a better situation, and the Titans certainly think that they're that better situation. So he takes that job.
It's a lot to do with timing though with Vrabel. Like, what quarterbacks did he have? He had Marcus Mariota. Trying to think of the quarterbacks that he went through at Tennessee, and he had a couple years where they had good teams.
That was a wildfire firing Vrabel.
Yeah, it made no sense. Like that, that fire.
Like, what are we
made
doing?
Sense. So, but to my point, Robert Saleh made freaking sense.
Yeah,
like it was
I get it.
like he did not deserve to be the head coach. Mike Vrabel, we didn't understand why he got fired.
Yeah.
I mean, you could call Aaron. Like there's some. How did he and Aaron played for him? Did he go there because of him? Did he like him? I mean, there's other stuff that you would know that.
Yeah, I'm not going to put words in anybody's mouth, but there's certainly some question marks.
Yeah,
I would say.
I kind of told me that before.
But you do have to. Everybody that plays for the Jets or coaches for the Jets, I think you get a mulligan.
Yeah.
Honestly, I do. I said the same for like the Raiders. Like look at Stefanski. Stefanski just took the job. He's the Falcons head coach.
Yeah.
How was he the coach of the year twice? Why was his name always thought? Because they lose every time, but it's the Browns. So you kind of, if you show mild, mediocre success, a slight like glimmer of hope at the place like the Browns, you get coach of the year twice. So like if you can just win a few games for the Jets or the Raiders, coach of the year.
Yeah.
I also want to mention when you were talking just now, good job using the word freaking.
Yeah.
You nailed it. Good job.
Thanks, man.
Don't know if you did that earlier.
I did, I promise. But like, no, for me, it just seemed like the NFL coaches are always recycled. You don't see a lot of new names coming up there.
Yep.
It's always names you've heard of before. And I guess that's really because in the NFL, it's a GM league. Like the GMs are going to call people that they know and guys that they've talked to other guys about.
Yeah, their job's on the line, so they're going to go with what they're familiar with. And a good case in point is with the Dolphins. They have a new GM, and he just hired. Their GM comes from John Eric Sullivan, has been a long time in Green Bay. I remember him being a a young scout when I was there. I remember him, like, he was my host at the combine, like, move you around. So he was hired as a GM recently, and he hires Packers defensive coordinator Jeff Hafley. So coming from the Packers organization, you're going to take familiar. So Jeff Hafley, certainly a new face to the head coaching ranks, which brings up, which I was reading yesterday, a wild stat. The Miami Dolphins have 8 straight coaches they've hired at head coach, all first-time head coaches. First-time head coaches the last 8 times. The last time they hired someone as a head coach that had experience was Dave Wadstad in 2000.
And it hasn't worked out for them.
They've gone through a lot.
Yeah.
So certainly yesterday, we get the news of Jeff Hafley being hired for the Dolphins, Robert Saleh being hired. The reports came out last night to the Tennessee Titans. And the belle of the ball, there's a new prettiest girl at the dance when it comes to NFL job openings, and that's the Buffalo Bills. Word comes out yesterday that they fire long-tenured head coach Sean McDermott. Seemingly, from all accounts, a good head coach.
Yeah.
Probably needs a new... Does it make sense? I think so.
Yeah.
I think it makes sense. He's been there 9 years with Buffalo. Josh Allen is in the absolute prime of his career. They couldn't get it done when you got Joe Burrow out, Lamar out, Patrick Mahomes out of the playoffs. Now, certainly he didn't have the supporting cast, but I think this is saying, hey, we have to have a change, and we're not changing quarterbacks, so let's just try something different because what we're doing is not working. Yeah, I get it. We hadn't made the playoffs in a long time before that with Chan Gailey or Doug Marrone or whoever it was, and you've made the playoffs and you've been relevant, but you've won the North for multiple years now, or the East, the AFC East, and you got nothing to show for it. So I think it's this mutual part of ways. I think Sean McDermott is going to be at the top of the list for a lot of these openings because you still got the Cardinals open, the Ravens, the Browns, the Raiders, the Steelers, the Bills. You got all these places, and now you have the prettiest girl at the dance, the Buffalo Bills, with the reigning MVP, quarterback. Everybody's going to be dying to get that job, and I got to just feel like John Harbaugh with the Giants is like, God,
too quick.
God, I was one week too early. I should have dated for a little while longer.
And the reason I was asking you that is because just a second ago you said that the Mike Vrabel firing from Tennessee was wild. Like how did he get fired from Tennessee? Right. Well, if you're looking at the two, but you get the Bills coach getting fired, but you don't understand Mike Vrabel when he was with Tennessee. Like I think that he did a lot better job at the Bills than what happened at Tennessee. I know it's different situations. The Bills have the best quarterback in the NFL, in my opinion.
Yep.
But from your standpoint of a mutual leave, like, hey, guys, look, we've done everything we can together. We haven't been able to push it over the goal line and win this thing.
Yep.
Let's try something different.
Yeah. And it's a lot being said about it, but I think the majority of people saying, yeah, this is probably the right move, the right time. But, man, that head coaching job, everybody is going to be lining up for it. And so we can come back at some point today and kind of give you those odds. Certainly Joe Brady will be up there because he is on the list for every single opening, college and professional. But
he's the OC there now, right?
He is the OC, so it makes a lot of sense. Brian Daboll has been linked to that job as well because he was the OC there for a long time. He's got a good relationship with Josh Allen. They had a lot of success there. So certainly going to be interesting. And Buffalo's getting a new stadium too. So, my God. And that fan base is
Do you think
incredible.
with this many openings, does anybody look at Belichick coming back?
No.
They're done with him. I mean, he's kind of embarrassed himself the last year and a half anyway.
He could it's a bad look for old Bill.
It's rough. One of the guys that, everybody kind of, looked up to and, this is the guy that sets the standard and does this. And then now you're like, man, you are breaking all the rules.
I know. He's kind of, I hate to say it, too, because he's kind of destroyed his
image,
his aura. We all, of course, everybody will remember the great times in the run, but you can't remember that without also remembering this whole past 12 months or 10 months or whatever it's been. So
delete it. All
right. Let's go to break. We will come back, continue talking all things sports, maybe not sports. I don't know, NFL, college football. Do we have any updates on Jordan Seaton? We will find out right here. Stay tuned.
Off the bench.
All right, Russell Pools, russellpools.com. Hey, you want a pool? You want a custom pool? You want the best darn pool in the neighborhood? Well, that would be Russell Pools. They are the best in Louisiana, and it's the name that you think of when you think of the highest quality custom pools. And so, you might be thinking, oh, custom pools. Well, I don't need that. I just want a regular pool. Well, when we say custom, that's any shape. Certainly, that's a square. That's a kidney bean shape. That's a lazy river, whatever it is. But they customize all the finishes, the tile, the colors. They customize the whole project, and it is a one-stop shop. So if you've been thinking about this pool, if it's been on your mind, like it's been on my mind for many years now, we're finally pulling that trigger. Just get the process started. See what it looks like working with Russell Pools. They are a one-stop shop. So if you dream it, they can design it, they can draw it, they can engineer it, they can build it, they can maintain it, they can literally do it all. Go check them out. Give them a call or go see them, russellpools.com.
I'm Lawyer Locke Meredith. We are honored and humbled to receive from our clients in Google, based on 5-star client reviews, the designation of our law firm is highly recommended. Whether you hire us at all, please give us a call, 272-5555. You have nothing to lose.
Hi, I'm Mitchell Meredith. Injuries happen when you least expect them to, making your life more complicated. At Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates, we know this, and we strive to help each of our clients during these times. Whether you hire us at all, give us a call at 272-5555.
We typically think of stress as being bad for us. At Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, we are researching how certain types of stress, such as exercise, can be good for our immune health. By studying people under extreme stress, such as athletes, astronauts, service members, and first responders, we're learning how to improve the immune health of everyone. That's the power of research. That's the impact of champions. Together, we roar.
I'm Gabrielle McLeod on behalf of the Louisiana Propane Dealers. I have spent hundreds of hours preparing for scholarship competitions. That preparation paid off when I won the Fitness and Talent Awards along with the title of Miss Louisiana. The Louisiana Propane Dealers are also pretty talented and want you to be prepared for when the power goes out. Visit LouisianaPropane.com to find out about propane generators and other safety tips. Louisiana Propane, it truly is the fuel for our future.
After a decade of working in private duty nursing, I know how hard it can be to find compassionate care for the ones that you love the most. So I started Decision Critical, a premier concierge nursing agency, so we can take care of you wherever you are. Our highly skilled nurses provide exceptional care from the comfort of your own home with personalized packages for short-term, long-term, or even around-the-clock care. Visit us at decisioncriticalbr.com and give us a call today to get started.
Sometimes you ignore the signs, even when they're right in front of you. Problem gambling isn't always easy to spot. Know the signs. Set your limit. Learn more about healthy gambling habits by visiting us online or text or call for free confidential help now.
...2007 champs, purple and gold to the core. This is Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn, Baton Rouge's go-to for all things Louisiana sports.
All right, welcome back here off the bench. I want to tell you about our friends at Pala Industrial Contractors here in Baton Rouge in Louisiana. Nonetheless, we know what hard work looks like, and nobody represents that spirit better than Pala Industrial Contractors for over 52 years. That's a lot of years, Richard.
Those are my people.
Those are your people? That's what I'm talking about.
Love me some Pala.
Pala's the best. They've been building with confidence and building the Gulf Coast with a reputation for safety, quality, craftsmanship that stands the test of time. I'm sure they got good valves too.
I sell them good valves, good pipe, good flanges, all
Dang
of it.
right you do. From steel fabrication, piping, helical piles, tanks, vessels, industrial construction, and maintenance, Pala delivers results that you can trust with over 70,000 square foot fabrication facility right here in Louisiana. Licenses in over 32 states. Pala is equipped for project of literally any scale and anywhere. So when safety, quality, reliability matter, choose Pala. Because of Pala, it's more than construction, it's about the people. They are employee-owned, relationship-driven. So whether you're looking to build your next project or build your next career, visit palagroup.com to learn more.
You still messing much with the industrial stuff?
Oh yeah, we do. With Mahi, we are selling. That was, of course, that was when I started Mahi. That was kind of like the first thing that we were doing. I was trying to.
You got to get into.
Trying to get y'all going. Y'all couldn't make any sales though.
Well, you were a little expensive at the time. Once we realized what the market was, you were still young. You didn't have as much.
You know what? I was
you did
expensive
now.
compared to the crap that most people drink on industrial sites that does nothing.
Yeah.
Which is basically just Kool-Aid.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the best stuff. I mean,
No, it's bad for you.
I remember when I first started, I'm walking into warehouses all the time, in and out the plants, and I'm like, man, that sequencer crap's everywhere. Like, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
And then I went and talked to you. I'm like, Matt, you got to do this somehow. Now you have a much better product. It's better for you, which took a little bit longer to get it in there. But once it's a bigger selling point for you.
Yeah, what they were doing was actually crap, and it was actually worse for you than just drinking straight water. It was new, certainly. Like telling somebody to buy something for an employee that costs more, but certainly going to give you a lot more benefit. So it's a hard sell, but look, it's kind of that whole mindset has changed in all forms. Like it was there in the sports world, but certainly people wanting and noticing that when you give somebody something that's better for them, their production increases and their output, and then you spend less money actually at the end of the year because you're spending less on medical bills and things like that. So
there's just a lot of new things. Like the big thing, and what I'm dealing with right now is a lot of these data centers. SpaceX. I probably that was my biggest venture last year was a lot of SpaceX jobs and rocket stuff, like selling stuff.
Rockets?
Dude, rocket companies. Like we were selling $500,000 to $1 million just to like a sprinkler system. We were major sprinkler systems what we were putting around these guys. But
wait, hold on a second. We are white, so we are obligated to sing Sweet Caroline when it drops because obviously. Okay. Can y'all hear the music? I don't know what y'all can hear, can't hear. But they're blaring music now, which is kind of rude because we're on radio right now. But, it's cool.
Works out. But,
So do you have anything that you've sold that is in space right now?
No. Everything that I've sold has been the pipe on the ground, the launching pads. We're doing a lot around the launching pads. But what I was saying too is, like, with these industries getting into it, like we're used to going out trying to find the cheapest pipe, cheapest flanges, keep costs down. They're like, I don't give a damn how much it costs. Get it to me now.
Yeah.
Like, they're just at a lot faster pace. So just go ahead and give me the material right now.
What a world, huh? How about that?
Fun.
Did you think have that on the bingo card selling to SpaceX?
No.
Like 5 years ago?
The first job came up, I'm like, what is this?
Yeah.
And the guy, I went and sat down with the guy, and he's like, basically it's a big sprinkler system.
Yeah.
We're putting a 10-inch pipe, 20,000 foot of it, drilling 48,000 holes in it so that we can dump, I think it was like 40 or 24,000 gallons a second of water into a launch site.
My God, a 10-inch pipe.
Yeah,
that's
full
wild.
of water.
That's wild. No, that's really cool. Did they turn the music up?
Yeah, I think they did turn it up a little bit more.
Hey, you're obligated to sing it, bud.
Dancing with, they got the whole crowd dancing now.
Oh, yes.
Everybody's having a good time.
Look, if you're super confused at what's happening right now, we're at the Greater Baton Rouge Food Bank. 100-year birthday for Guarantee Corporation, and so celebrating 100 years with a day of service here at the Food Bank.
If you can't hear us, it's more important what they're doing behind us anyway.
Yeah, it's more important than hearing me and Richard talk about SpaceX.
Hey, we got to fill 3 hours of stuff in
NFL openings.
Who all's open? You got it written down over there.
So we got the head coaching tracker. That the Cardinals job is open. The Ravens open. The Browns, the Raiders, the Steelers, the Bills. So the jobs that have been filled, head coaches vacancies that have been filled. Falcons, Kevin Stefanski. Miami Dolphins, Jeff Hafley, defensive coordinator from Green Bay. New York Giants with Jim Harbaugh signing 5 years, $100 million. Not a big deal, pretty decent.
Solid.
And then the Titans most recently hire Robert Saleh, defensive coordinator for the Niners. Great defensive mind, been a good coordinator, was a failed head coach with the Jets, but who hasn't been a failed head coach with the Jets? So there's a lot of names out there, and the Buffalo Bills is the prettiest girl at the dance right now as far as head coaching open. So everybody that is still available, I want to ask you, who do you think is the best available potential coach in the NFL? I don't know how much you follow NFL, if you do, if you're mainly college, but like, if
running
you were
out of
picking
guys that, the NFL I watch is typically somebody I know.
Yeah.
I'm starting to run out of guys I know the older we get.
Bill Parcells is not available.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a good question. I don't know because
I got a list here of some potentials. Like, you're always going to get the guys that come out of left field, right? So you're going to get the guys you've never heard of, and certainly with this many openings, you got 1, 2, you got 4, 5, 6, almost 7, maybe 7 openings left.
Well, my thing is, can somebody, like, you don't see this happen very often, but is there a sitting head coach right now that wants out? Like, hey, I'm taking this job. It's a better job than where I'm at.
That's an interesting thought, because we had Green Bay with Matt LaFleur recently. There was rumors that Green Bay might try to trade Matt LaFleur. Like, I was like, we haven't seen that.
And Gruden? Didn't Gruden get traded?
I think so.
Yeah, he got traded from either Tampa to Oakland, Oakland to Tampa.
Yep. So it's I don't really know about contracts and all that stuff that coaches leaving to take another job.
Because if I'm the best head coach in the NFL right now, I want the Bills job.
Yeah.
Like, that's the job everybody wants.
This really feels to me, and his name's not being mentioned. When I looked up like the top odds to get this or that job, he's not being mentioned in it because I guess they assume that he's taking a year off. Mike Tomlin to the Bills makes so much sense to
100%.
me. Because whoever they hire is going to have to mesh. Josh Allen's going to have a say in this.
Yeah.
Now, I don't think it's good for Josh Allen's future to get his buddy to be the head coach.
He needs somebody that pushes you, holds you accountable. Like you said, you always got to have that little bit of nervousness.
Yep. I get Mike Tomlin not wanting to go to Arizona.
Yeah.
I get him, of course, not wanting to take the Ravens job because, that would be weird at this point. The Browns, I get that. Raiders, I understand why he wouldn't want to just say, I'm going to take a year off. But as soon as that news broke yesterday of McDermott getting fired in Buffalo,
those jobs don't happen.
His
agent called him.
His ears perked a little bit. Yeah. He's like, wait a minute, I can stay in the AFC, which I'm comfortable with. I don't have to be in the North and play the Steelers twice a year. And I can go coach the reigning MVP, this alien that's in the prime of his career. Oh, they got a new stadium being built. They got an amazing fan base. They got really good ownership.
Yeah.
And he would be, I would think he would skyrocket to the top of any. Give you a quick list of people that are being mentioned in a lot of these, on a lot of these Vegas odds and things, just head coaches available that people are saying that could get all these jobs. Arthur Smith, Brian Daboll, Mike McDaniel, Mike Tomlin, Mike McCarthy, Joe Brady, Clint Kubiak, Vance Joseph, Brian Flores. So that's just the list. So if I'm looking at this list and I got Josh Allen,
it's Mike Tomlin.
Mike Tomlin. You give him 5 years, $101 million if you have to. You do whatever you can to get Mike Tomlin if he wants it.
I mean, he's a better name than anybody you just rolled off. I don't know, how long is it before Mike McDaniel gets another head job? I mean, that didn't end great for him. The quirkiness, weirdness, vaping on the side, it was cool when things were going good.
Yeah.
But as soon as things went bad, everybody lost respect.
Yeah, as soon as he got fired, me and Hester were talking about Detroit should hire him today as their OC. Now I think he's going to get some looks because I think he does get a little bit of a mulligan because of the situation. He didn't choose to hire Tua. He didn't choose Miami's Miami. I don't know if Miami can ever be successful when you have a group of males at that age group living in Miami.
It's tough.
It's tough to build a championship culture. Now you can be good, you can be dangerous, but I just think to build that culture is hard. So yeah, Mike McDaniel's got some quirks certainly, but nobody can argue that he's a good coach.
But so that culture, the Miami. I mean, what's the difference of living in New York, Miami, LA?
It's a great question.
But
I think there's still a little bit of difference.
Yeah, well, the Jets still suck. I mean, maybe that's let's use that excuse for the Jets.
That's true. All right. Let's go to break. And let's listen to a little bit of this Bruno Mars music popping back here. Let's head Bob a little bit.
Like the wedding song.
That's right. This is the wedding song. As well as shout. Okay. We're going to come back. We're going to close out hour number 2. Hour number 3, we're going to have Nick Underhill join the show. We're going to have OTB mailbag and all sorts of sports talk. And, yeah, maybe sing a little more Sweet Caroline because, you know, we're right.
Oh, yeah.
So stick with us right here, off the bench.
Off the bench.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
I'm lawyer Collins Locke Meredith. Among the most important factors to consider when you're hiring an injury attorney is trust. You trust your attorney will put your interest first, treat you with respect, fairness, and honesty. You trust them to be there for you when you need them. At Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates, thousands of clients have trusted us to represent them, and for good reasons. Please visit us at LockeMeredith.com to learn more, and whether you hire us at all, give us a call at 272-5555. You have nothing to lose.
My father, J.B. Falgu, had a vision of growth for First American Bank and the communities we serve. The bank's foundation was built on his legacy of compassion, loyalty, and dedication. Through his years of leadership, First American has prospered to heights even J.B. could not have imagined. I know my father would be extremely proud of the customer service and financial stability that First American provides to Southeast Louisiana. We continue to thrive because of the legacy of J.B. Falgu.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. And when you're cooking with clean, affordable propane, you're cooking with gas. In the wintertime, nothing heats a home like Louisiana propane. And when you need hot water, propane's got you covered. Oh, and you won't regret that propane generator when the power goes out. I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and to find more information and to find a propane dealer near you, visit louisianapropane.com.
Sometimes you ignore the signs, even when they're right in front of you. Problem gambling isn't always easy to spot. Know the signs, set your limit. Learn more about healthy gambling habits by visiting us online or text or call for free, confidential help now.
When it comes to choosing energy for your family and your home, make the smart choice with natural gas. You can count on efficient and affordable natural gas to keep you comfortable and reduce your environmental impact to help protect our planet. Together, we're fueling our energy future. Atmos Energy.
Tigers turn talkers. This is Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back here off the bench from the greater Baton Rouge area food bank all day long. Day of service for Guaranty Corporation. Before we get this segment started, I want to tell you about First American Bank and Trust. So in Louisiana, we still believe in doing business the right way. So knowing your banker, getting straight answers, and working with people who actually care about your success. That's exactly what you'll find at First American Bank and Trust for more than 100 years. That's 100. They've helped Louisiana families buy homes, build businesses, and plan for the future with all local bankers who live and work right here in our community. So no phone trees, no out-of-state decisions, just honest banking built on trust. So whether you're opening up a first account, refinancing your home, taking your business to the next level, First American Bank and Trust is with you every single step of the way. First American Bank and Trust, local people, local decisions, real banking, FABT.com. I got a tweet, saw a tweet yesterday, Richard. It's from Micah Parsons. Ever heard of him?
Pretty good player.
He tweeted last night after this game, or maybe it was during the game, don't know. Said, Indiana, yeah, this is during the game. Indiana might win, but ball knowers, I better never hear a comparison to Joe Burrow and that LSU team to this Indiana team. That is absolute spitting facts there, Mr. Micah Parsons. Let me give you a little stats. Let's compare Joe Burrow's championship performance to Fernando Mendoza. Joe Burrow, 31 of 49, 463 yards, 5 tutters, 14 carries, 58 yards, and 1 tud. Mendoza, 16 of 27, 186 yards, no touchdowns, 7 carries, -8 yards, and 1 touchdown running. Now, don't want to take anything away from the kid. We're just making a comparison. Indiana, you ain't 2019 LSU.
So Joe Burrow had a rushing touchdown in the game as well.
Yeah, 58 yards rushing, 1 tutter.
Yeah. Man, look, I loved watching Indiana football the last 4 or 5 games. That's when I figured out who they were. But nothing compares to that 2019 team. I mean, that was probably the best football I've ever seen.
By far.
And then to see now with the history that we have of what the players on that team did in the NFL and are doing in the NFL, it's going to be tough to ever mess with that one.
Yeah, and certainly Micah Parsons. I think everybody knows. We all get it. And we have, everybody knows LSU's that best team. So don't mention them in the same breath, certainly. And I think there was a lot of people talking about that leading up to the game, though. Everyone likes a good comparison. But
come on. I mean, like, I started hearing that, and it was mostly through the radio and a few little things online. I'm like, where is this coming from? And I get that they're undefeated, but if you go back and look at the teams that 2019 team had to play, I think, 7 wins versus top 10?
Right.
Something like that. And then there was like 4 of the top 5.
Yep.
And then the way that they destroyed most of them was just incredible.
Yep. Hell yeah. Well,
I'm still trying to look at where if Nussmeier's playing. It's not listed on the Senior Bowl.
All right, we'll be back. It's the end of hour 2. We'll be back with an amazing hour 3 right here on Off the Bench.
Off the Bench.
Hi, I want to tell you about Marucci. Marucci, the hitter's house. Hey, man, you want to play baseball, softball? You want to play like a pro? Well, go get outfitted like the pro over there at the hitter's house. You got to visit the Marucci Hitter's House right there on Siegel Lane here in Baton Rouge, the superstore and the official bats of Major League Baseball. The official bats, amazing that they are called the official bats of Major League Baseball. I remember them starting in that shed in 2003, 2004, Jack Marucci. I remember those first bats, bone rubbed. I remember all that good stuff, and now they are official. It's incredible to see that growth, especially in the Louisiana company, born right here in Baton Rouge. So Hitter's House locations, Baton Rouge, Lafayette, New Orleans. Hitter House open to the public daily. And if you're ready to unlock your game, memberships include this 24/7 access. So if you ever want to hit, no matter the time, wake up middle of the night, want to go hit, you want to go train, right there, Marucci. Go there, Hitter House. Go visit them on Siegel Lane.
Sometimes you ignore the signs, even when they're right in front of you. Problem gambling isn't always easy to spot. Know the signs. Set your limit. Learn more about healthy gambling habits by visiting us online or text or call for free confidential help now.
Transform your living space with Lacoste & Young Remodeling and take your home from outdated to outstanding. Redefine your kitchen for the ultimate culinary experience, or elevate your daily routine with a spa-worthy bathroom retreat. Our skilled team brings 3D modeling to life to ensure your vision becomes a reality. We believe luxury should be accessible and offer tailored solutions to fit your budget without compromising quality. So contact us today for a free estimate. Lacoste & Young Remodeling, providing perfect solutions for your dream home.
Jordan Faber here with some exciting news. Faber Automotive has officially arrived. We're proud to introduce your new hometown dealership, Faber Chevrolet GMC. That means more inventory, better deals, and the same great local team. Now backed by the trusted Faber family name. Whether you're shopping or servicing, you'll feel the difference from day one. Allow us the opportunity to earn your business.
Fabry Chevrolet GMC. Visit us in St. Francisville or online at FabryChevrolet.com.
I'm Lawyer Locke Meredith. If you're battling an insurance company because of a wreck not your fault and they're not calling you back or being fair, whether you hire us at all, give us a call, 272-5555, or email Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates. You have nothing to lose.
Hello, I'm Collins Meredith. If you've been injured on the job, you likely have a workers' compensation claim, but you may also have a tort claim, which opens up significant recovery rights not normally available for a work injury. If this is you, call us or come see us at Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates.
Most roofers just replace your shingles. At Pelican, we diagnose your roof, digging deep down to find the root cause of your roof symptoms. Now cough for me? Good. We don't ignore your roof's issues, we address them. Let's just take care of this right here. Helping your roof to become the best version of itself. Interesting that you would say that. How does that make you feel? So call Pelican Roofing for your free roof checkup today.
South Louisiana, it's turnaround season, and River Parish Contractors is calling in the best of the best. We're hiring pipe fitters, iron workers, boiler makers, combo and structural welders, rig welders, carpenters, crane operators, dirt operators, and more. If you're ready to work, ready to earn, and ready to build something that lasts, call Big Jake at 318-547-1000 or go to rpcontractors.com. River Parish Contractors. Let's get building.
Off the bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Hands to Hester, and Hester, yep, got it, 5 out of 5.
From carrying each other to a natty to carrying each other on the air.
Flynn is back to throw for the end zone.
Live from the Raising Cane studio, it's Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back here. Hour number 3, Off the Bench. Tuesday morning, January 20. What a beautiful and amazing day to be alive, Richard.
Great day.
Richard Dickson joining me today. As we call you, guest co-host?
Sure.
A forced co-host, certainly.
I'm just here
by
when
me.
you need me.
Yeah, you're just here. Certainly, I wasn't going to do this here by myself. I don't think anybody wants that.
You just need to say, give a big props to Alondra by texting me last week about coming here on Tuesday.
All right.
Typically, I get the phone call from you at 10 o'clock the night before.
Well, yeah, sir. Well,
or about 6 o'clock the next morning.
That's what guys do. We got to have women that in our lives that can take care, because I'm terrible with the phone.
Well, when Alondra texted me last week, just, hey, did the guys get with you about Tuesday? And I just laughed. Like, do you really think they got with me this early?
That's not happening. But I did text you yesterday. We got Nick Underhill on the phone, right? All right, let's do it. We got Nick Underhill joining us to talk all things NFL and Saints. Nick, you got us?
Yeah, I got you. How you doing?
We're doing fantastic. If you hear some noise in the background, I apologize. We are at the Baton Rouge Food Bank today. Our company donating time, donating effort here at the food bank. So they're rocking and rolling, packing up some food boxes behind us.
It sounds great, man. Yeah, great work.
Yeah, how's everything going? How you doing?
Doing good. How you guys doing?
Doing fantastic, dude. We're just kind of reeling off the national championship game last night. Of course, watching all that and watching all this crazy coaching carousel in the NFL. But did you partake? How did you take in the game last night?
Yeah, I watched it. I watched it at home, man. Like, just seeing Mendoza kind of go wire to wire was cool. I think that's just such a great story for college sports. And I think just kind of the way, like my big takeaway, just kind of the way they built that team. Like it's not a ton of NFL players. It's not a ton of like overpaying in the portal. Like they kind of showed that you can build a program under the 2025 parameters, and like the idea of team is still the thing that succeeds in sports. And you know, I just kind of like the idea of what it symbolizes and how they did it. Like you get some guys to buy in, they're well coached, and they can still overcome. And you know, every now and then we see that in college basketball too, like where it's just they get some guys to buy in, and it's not the most talented guys, but like they can beat this team of mercenaries. And
right.
I just think it's kind of a really cool story.
Yeah, and Nick, it's like changed the landscape of how we look at things. It has to, right? Because in the world of everybody trying to get younger and trying to find the next like greatest thing, you get a coach 64 years old that's been at James Madison, IUP, Elon, all successful. But we're going the guy that's proven success wherever he's been. We're not going with like the next hot commodity. But it was Indiana too. Maybe it was the only guy that was taking the job. Who really knows? But we were watching. He kind of brings that old school mentality. We were watching it last night with my son, and my son was like, "Dad, that coach looks really mad all the time." And I'm like, "Well, coach," I was like, "Son, that's how coaches are supposed to look right there." So really cool to see like an old school look. But let's talk about his quarterback. So the next game he plays will be with an NFL helmet on. How do you watch this kid, and it's just been incredible what they've been able to do. Certainly magnetic energy on an interview and all that stuff, but how do you think his game translates?
Yeah, I think pretty good. You know, I went out when it looked like the Saints were going to have like a possible top 5 pick, and we didn't know what Tyler Shuck was. I went out and I watched the Indiana-Oregon game just because I wanted to see like how he carried himself before the game, like how he interacts with his teammates, how he warms up. You know, I just think there's kind of some of the stuff that you see there that you aren't going to be able to see just like when you pop a game on. And, you know, just even the leadership qualities, like I think that there's some of that to him. I don't know that, you know, on the other end of the field, I think Dante Moore is like more of a magnetic leader. And, you know, you kind of just see the way he interacted with people. But, like, I like the way Mendoza carried himself and just kind of how he went through his process. And it seemed very, like, meticulous. And we learned more about him throughout the year and kind of seeing how things unfolded and got to hear more interviews and got to hear how he thinks about the game. Like, I think his process is just really good. Obviously, I think the personality is something that I think it's a plus, but you have to have a plan for it. I think maybe the way you do things has to change a little bit. I think you have to have a plan for that and just make sure you're putting the right kind of people around him so that you have like the right type of chemistry. But I think he's going to be a pretty good pro, man. The way he approaches the game, you know, I think his buy-in is crazy. That touchdown run just kind of shows it. Like he's going to give himself up if that's what it takes to win a game. And yeah, look, I think that Raiders job is probably more attractive than it seems on the surface once you get him in there. I think he should be a drawing card. And where are they at now? There's been 4 hires and that one's still open. So it'll be interesting to see what they do. But I think he's going to be a pretty good pro. I'd rather have Tyler Shuck, but I think he's going to be a pretty good NFL player.
There you go. You'd rather have the Saints second rounder from last year than the Heisman first rounder this year. I like it, but of course, I don't know if anybody can
we've seen it.
I know. I get it because you never know how it's going to translate.
Yeah, exactly that. Like we've seen it. So like I think once you see it in the NFL, it's just someone's job not to screw it up. So I think it worked out, you know, for the Saints that they didn't end up losing all those games or whatever. Yeah, I'd rather take the safer pick. And look, I think you got the upside, but I think Mendoza has a chance to be a really, really good pro. I think the way he plays too translates to like how some of these, you know, younger coaches are bringing in different ideas of the league. Like he opens up like your ability to do all the RPOs and that. Like you see Kellen Moore wanting to do a ton of that. New York, the Giants tried to do a ton of it last year. You know, I think that stuff's infiltrating into the league more and more. And I think he opens up some options. So yeah, I'm excited to see how it plays out for him. You know, he's kind of the only guy in this class now, so it's all or nothing on him.
Yep.
But I feel like he'd probably be a worthy number 1 most years. I don't think he's just like falsely inflated by the situation. You know, he looks the part of that pick, but we'll see.
Yeah, I think he's well deserving of that number 1 pick, and certainly a Heisman and a national championship. But you mentioned the Raiders, you mentioned the draft, you mentioned. I kind of want to talk about all the openings, the coaching carousel that's happened right now. It's probably pretty nice covering the Saints not having to be involved in a coaching carousel this year.
Man, like it's like the first time in 5 years it's been peace at this time of the year. It's been head coach or offensive coordinator or quarterback or, you know, just for the first time ever. Like it's since Sean Payton quit. Like I think it's the first time it's felt just kind of settled around here. And that might be a false sense of security, but I think they're kind of in a good place. I would not want to be hiring in this cycle though, like where the Saints are at. Like they wouldn't have been one of the first 4 or 5 teams, I think, even with what they have. Like some of these other situations are just a little bit more attractive, and New York has, you know, all the pieces of their signature team. So I think even if you like Chuck more than Dart, I think New York feels like they're a little bit closer, and there's other things there. This is not a good place to be in the hiring cycle. And then the Bills firing McDermott kind of surprised me too. Like I'm sure they become next on the list there as far as attractive destinations. And I bet Harbaugh and Stefanski are probably pissed they already accepted jobs because they'd want to go there. So
they should have dated for a little longer.
They should have, man. But yeah, they would have been. The Saints probably would have been like the 6th or 7th like option right now. It's just not a good cycle to be in. I wonder if Bill Belichick's sitting somewhere like regretting that he went to UNC, because if he had just waited a year, like maybe he would have been in the cycle, but now he feels almost unhireable just with like all the stuff that's out there. But yeah, it's a tough market. You know, I'm interested to see what the Titans do with Salah. Like it seems like you need to have like a strong. I'm sure he gave a great presentation, so I'm eager to see who they bring in to work with Cam Ward. But yeah, it's a tough market. It's like 10, 11 openings. Like it's crazy. Almost 30% of the job.
Yeah, it's crazy. And we talked about Belichick earlier. He is absolutely unhireable now. But if, like you said, if he would have waited 1 year, he might have fallen into that category with somebody like the Titans that would have been, or the Browns. Like, hey, we're going to hire you. I know you're a little bit older. You might not want to do this for a long, long time, but like, this is a 2-year hire. Like, you're a fix-it hire. Like, get our culture back right. Come here. That could have been like that path that Belichick took, but no, he went to college and kind of ruined his image, at least later in his career, which is pretty wild. Like, look, we've been like all in to the transfer portal. We've been all into the college football playoffs, NFL playoffs certainly. So just give us kind of an update. Is there any updates, like, you know, specifically like Chris Olave, any contracts of anybody like made an alternate to the Pro Bowl yet? Give us a little Saints rundown.
It's been kind of quiet. Like the coaches are out on like a 2-week break. They're going to be coming back. Senior Bowl's next week. A lot of their staff is on that. Joel Thomas is the head coach. Cole Zien's the offensive coordinator for the American team. Peter Sherman's the defensive coordinator. That's their linebackers coach. And there's a couple guys, other guys in that mix, 2 position coaches that are going to be on it. So they're going to be in that locker room working with those guys. So like the insight coming out on this draft, I think is going to be really good. I mean, you get to see how people learn, communicate, take in information. That's a huge benefit. So that's coming up next week, Tuesday. I think they start practicing. So that's next on the calendar. Are you going to be there? I know that they talked to Kim. Yeah, I'll be there. Yeah, we'll be out there.
Yeah, we're doing our show from there, so we'll have to grab a little beer.
There we go. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, but I know they met with Cam Jordan, just kind of, you know, parameters on contract, some discussions there. Talked to him last night, actually. He's, you know, I think if he keeps playing, he feels like it's going to be with the Saints. They got to show him, you know, the right respect through the contract and the offer and all that stuff. But I think he's also seriously considering, you know, moving. He has a bright media career ahead of him, and as soon as he retires, I bet he's on the set of NFL Network or ESPN. He's kind of been putting in that work for years, does a podcast with NFL Network. So, you know, I think he's looking at that option too. I expect he keeps playing. I expect they give him a contract everybody can live with. I mean, you take his 10.5 sacks out, I don't know who's replacing that. I don't know if you're looking at him to repeat that next year either. But I think as, you know, a guy in that rotation, he still has value for your team. And just the drafting over the last 5, 6, 7, 8 years hasn't been good enough to really put heat on where you're trying to force anyone out. So I expect him to be back. But that's all it is right now. Kind of quiet, but quiet's a nice change for a year.
I know this is like, you probably don't know what to do with yourself right now personally. Like, what do you do at this time? Because there's, you know, seemingly no news. It's basically all projecting, talking about like contract watch. Is there anything, any like word buzz coming out from the Chris Olave? contract negotiation?
Nothing yet, and I bet that takes a while. Like those contracts, the last several comparable ones, Alvin, Mike Thomas extension, Marshawn Lattimore extension, those have typically went down either right before training camp or that first week of September. You know, it'd be beneficial if they got it done sooner than later, so they just kind of know what they're doing with their team. But I expect that kind of takes a while. You know, as far as what I'm doing, I watched Castaway yesterday. Good 2.5 hours burnt right there. So, I mean,
well, absolutely. Castaway, why
not?
not? Yeah, just watch a real long one. I don't know. I don't know if you hear this. They're banging a gong behind us. Not a big deal.
Yeah,
and it doesn't. They're aligned, too. It's not going to stop anytime soon. Let me ask you this. In the last 12 months, is there a better GM in the NFL than Mickey Loomis? Can he get hot? Don't let him get hot 2 drafts in a row.
Look, he's turned it around big time, I think. Like, the narrative's kind of completely dissipated. Like, everybody wanted him gone. That's what a quarterback does for your team. You get a quarterback in there.
Exactly.
And all of a sudden, everybody looks a little bit better. You know, Brandon Bean's still surviving in Buffalo off of drafting Josh Allen, I don't know, 7, 8 years ago, whatever it was. But, yeah, look, they made the right moves. They drafted well. I think the free agency stuff all worked out. Like, I was killing them for the Bailey trade for a while, and boy, was I wrong on that. Like, that ended up looking good. The way he navigated through the Derek Carr retirement and got that money back and kind of stuck that out and won that battle, that was a win for him. If you look at the Lattimore trade, I think everything since the Lattimore trade has been pretty good. Like, that Lattimore trade, the timing on it, the return, all that. I think that looks pretty good. So, hiring Kellen Moore looks like a plus right now. But, I mean, look, a lot of this stuff can turn quickly. Like, if you aren't good next year, all of a sudden it's like, I don't know if that was great. But, yeah, I think he's exonerated himself pretty well, you know, over the last year. Obviously, you need another draft, can't blow this window. But, yeah, all of a sudden everything looks a little bit different. And, yeah, it's just all about the quarterback. Like, I seen this tweet yesterday, AFC coaches that have had their job since 2022, and it was Andy Reid and Zach Taylor. Like, Zach Taylor owes his whole career to Joe Burrow, like, and a cheap owner that just, you know, doesn't want to do anything. But yeah, I mean, like, you get the quarterback, you can ride it out for a while, man.
Yeah, and, you know, the NFL playoffs are now. Somebody that doesn't have their quarterback is the Broncos, with Bo Nix breaking his ankle. And so you've had one more weekend of watching these NFL teams. You got any bit of clarity? What's the Nick Underhill crystal ball say for Super Bowl matchups, Super Bowl winners, you know, going into the NFC-AFC Championship weekend?
Well, first of all, like, there might not be a person in football more cursed than Sean Payton. I mean, 2018, then you win this game, your quarterback's ankle's broken as you come off the field. I don't see Stidham getting them there. So, I mean, you know, it feels like the Patriots got the free space. Man, this Rams-Seahawks game is kind of amazing. Like, the last time they played, like, the Rams were killing them, and then Seattle came back and won. I've been in Seattle all season long. I think I flipped, though. Like, I'm probably going to hate myself for giving up on my pick, but, like, I just think the Rams are built to beat them, and I think they will. I don't think that you find that magic again. I think Kubiak's a great offensive coach. Might be a top 5 offensive guy in the league right now, honestly. I mean, the way he's put that thing together, but just that Rams front, man, like, I just feel like they got the guys up there to stifle that outside zone. And, you know, if it comes down to the coin flip, like, I'm betting on Stafford before Darnold. But, man, Seattle's got a lot of guys, and they're an amazing roster. But, yeah, I think I just got to go Rams here. I go Rams, Patriots, and then probably Rams all the way.
There we go. Whenever in doubt, Nick, go with the best quarterback, because quarterback is the only thing that matters in life and in football. So go with Stafford. He is the best. He'll be the MVP. I agree with you. I've been saying the Rams for a while, so we'll see how it all plays out. Can't wait for this weekend of games, and can't wait to see what continues to happen in the goings-ons in the New Orleans Saint world. We'll look forward to catching up with you every single week during the offseason to see if there's any updates. Obviously this week, not a lot, but hopefully next week we get something. But we'll see you next week at the Senior Bowl in Mobile, Alabama. So looking forward to it, and want to thank you. Appreciate you joining the show.
Yep, take it easy. See you next week.
All right, sounds good. There he is, Nick Underhill. New Orleans.football joins us every single week. So, yeah, not a lot of Saint stuff to catch up on, but, you know,
it's that time of year.
Talk, that time of year. What are you going to talk about? You know, Tyler Show, he's great.
We talk about Matt Stafford.
Remember those passes that Chuck made?
I'm going all in on the Rams. Like, I love watching.
Oh, I know you.
Well, 'cause, you know, I told you a long time ago, Stafford's my boy, and y'all are very similar people, very similar personalities. I told you that, I think, year one when I was in Detroit. Similar quarterbacks. But just to see what he battled through for 10 years in Detroit, and just to staying beat up, broken collarbone, he just got his butt whipped, and then to finish off his career on these winning teams, and he's playing the best ball of his life. It's fun to watch.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to watch. All right. Hey, look, we're going to go to break, but when we come back, I want to do a little OTB mailbag. So if you're watching us on YouTube, jump or not, get on YouTube, jump in the chat, get some questions for Richard Dickson and I as we continue here at the greater Baton Rouge area food bank.
They're closing in on us.
They're
it's getting
closing.
crowded.
Yeah, it's getting. They're going to kick us out of here at some point. They were banging a gong here a second ago. Maybe that was like, to get out of here. So, but we'll continue. OTB Mailbag coming up next right here on Off the Bench.
Off the Bench.
All right, Gulf Coast Office Products. You know, in today's world, your business can't afford downtime. That's not good in any office situation. So whether you're running a small office, maybe it's a cage-in basement right above your garage, or maybe it's a full-blown hospital or school, university, when the printer stops or the copiers jam, it slows down everything. Business comes to a halt. So that's where Gulf Coast Office Products comes in. They are Louisiana's leader in office technology. And for over 40 years, Gulf Coast has kept businesses like yours running smoothly with all sorts of copiers, printers, managed IT service that actually makes sense and keep you running. But what really sets Gulf Coast apart isn't just the tech, it's the people. Their award-winning local service team responds fast, keeps you up and running, and treats your business like its own. That's why you'll see their names in offices, schools, athletic departments all across Baton Rouge, Louisiana, all across the country, really. Proud partners of the Saints, the Pelicans, the Tigers, the Raging Cajuns, everybody. So if your business needs reliable printers, smarter document management, and just less technical stress, call Gulf Coast Office Product. Louisiana-owned, locally staffed, built on service. Visit gcopnet.com to learn more.
South Louisiana, it's turnaround season, and River Parish Contractors is calling in the best of the best. We're hiring pipe fitters, iron workers, boiler makers, combo and structural welders, rig welders, carpenters, crane operators, dirt operators, and more. If you're ready to work, ready to earn, and ready to build something that lasts, call Big Jake at 318-547-1000 or go to rpcontractors.com. River Parish Contractors. Let's get building.
Hi, this is Beth Serena. Welcome to my pool. The first time I saw this beautiful pool, it exceeded every expectation that I had. They were able to get everything we wanted in this pool. It is a beautiful pool. We live out here, we eat out here, we watch TV out here. This is like our living room outside. We love this pool and everything about it. When we decided to build our pool, we called a great friend who is one of the best pool builders in the country in North Louisiana, and we said, who would you choose to build a pool in Baton Rouge? And without a hesitation, he told us Russell Pools. He said their history, tradition of great builds, great pools was unmatched. So of course, who did we call? Russell Pools. The advice I would give to anyone looking to build a pool is first call Russell Pools. They'll do an incredible job. It'll be incredibly organized. It'll be time efficient, and you will have your pool in no time.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. Propane water heaters are very cost efficient, and the savings are even greater with a tankless propane water heater. We all know that Louisiana propane is a safe and environmentally friendly fuel. So why not go green while you save some green? I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and for more information, visit louisianapropane.com.
My father, J.B. Falgu, had a vision of growth for First American Bank and the communities we serve. The bank's foundation was built on his legacy of compassion, loyalty, and dedication. Through his years of leadership, First American has prospered to heights even JB could not have imagined. I know my father would be extremely proud of the customer service and financial stability that First American provides to Southeast Louisiana.
From the locker room to the airwaves, it's Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
All right, welcome back. Off the Bench. Hour number 3 here. We just got wrapped up with our guy, Nick Underhill, New Orleans Football. Let's see here. We want to do a little OTB mailbag.
Special delivery! I have this special delivery for Off the Bench. And look, it is marked most urgent.
We'll be writing to you.
The internet. What the is the internet?
All right. We are here. Sorry, the drop. Usually we're in studio. We kind of hear the whole thing. We don't really. We were just kind of like trying on hats. And I got to ask you a question. Here's my OTB mailbag for you. Why does your hat stink so bad?
Because the hat I wear when we're at practice, this is my coaching hat. I threw it on this morning because I didn't get time to do my hair before work. Threw the baseball hat. We were at baseball practice yesterday, getting a good sweat in, throwing them. I'll tell you what, I'm going to have to go see a doctor soon. I've never thrown so many pitches that like my arm hurts now. Throwing a lot of batting practice to kids to where my elbow's not feeling really well.
Are you doing the coaching situation?
I'm helping out. I'm not the head coach, but I like to help out a little bit. I don't like to be my son's coach very often. I like to be on the outside.
Why? I'm sure he listens to you.
No, he doesn't listen to me. I get mad, and I'm going to be 10 times harder on him than anybody else.
Yeah, well, that's kind of my deal. I try to coach. I coach a lot of the things.
Yeah.
But certainly when your own child hears it from somebody else, it sits in a little bit more.
Half the time I'm like, hey, you go with him.
Yep.
We're not working together yet.
Yep. So like I was like telling my son, because he kind of wants to, he doesn't know what he loves football. So he's like, I'll either want to play in the NFL, I either want to play quarterback, receiver, or cornerback. And I'm like,
tell him cornerback is probably
it's going to be tough. I did. I explained kind of why. But I was like, well, if you want to play quarterback, bud, like you just got to practice at it. I was like, you do have like kind of like a secret weapon that not a lot of people have. Like I could teach you some things about it. He's like, whatever.
So my son's like, oh, I want to. His favorite sport's basketball. I'm like, buddy, that's not gonna work. Like you can have a lot of fun through high school.
Yeah.
But you're like 6'3", 6'4" tops. And unless you become a really good point guard.
Yep.
I don't see it in your genes.
Yeah, there's going to be something holding you back.
There's going to be something holding you back.
Yep. OTB mailbag. Why can this show do remote and the sound is amazing, but other shows might not sound?
Because Matt and the team, y'all are just amazing. Y'all do an amazing job.
We got a secret weapon. It's called Taylor DeLandra. And Cassie here. Not a huge deal.
You just surprised her.
Which I'm actually kind of shocked that it does sound, if it does sound okay, because it's really noise in here.
When I took my headphones off, I could not hear you talk.
Yeah, because this little microphone, this little cushion right here,
no.
We're gonna have to sanitize this because it's like on my mouth for sure. Because they're like, yeah, closer.
The whole Nick Underhill deal, I kind of took it off. I was getting some work stuff done on the phone, and I thought like it went to commercial, and I had to look up. Your mouth was moving, but I could not hear you. So it's impressive.
I see your lips moving. Richard, who wins the Super Bowl?
Rams.
The Rams.
That's who they got to. They have to.
Do you okay? You're saying that with your heart a little bit.
Yeah.
Do you really think? Do you think so? This. I really wanted to see the Texans kind of make that run if C.J. Stroud wasn't terrible.
Yeah, he was pretty bad. So, do you think it's going to be Rams? I'm trying to figure out how it's all lined up. Would it be Rams? Could it be Rams Patriots? Or who are the possibilities at this point? I know I've been watching the Rams game, and the Patriots are still in it.
Yeah.
But, I told you, I watch NFL ball when I know somebody. I watch Lions games. I play there, and I like watching Kelvin Shepard coach. I watch the Rams game because I know Matt, and I like to watch him play. So, and I was telling you earlier, like, I'm running out of guys that I know to cheer for.
Yep. Yeah, you chew with your heart a little bit.
Yeah.
And like I'm kind of more locked into the NFL news and stuff like that than.
I don't pay attention to it at all.
Yeah, so like the college, of course I'm locked into it, but some of the stuff with all the rules and the calendar being all funky kind of turned me off a little bit every now and then.
Yeah, no, I don't like all that. And it took me a while to get into it, and I had to basically tell myself, like, hey, it's not your money, who cares? But like when I see some of these contracts, I'm like, there's no way that guy's worth that money. But as an LSU fan, y'all just go spend money. I'll watch.
Better late than never. We got a couple of OTB mailbag questions in the chat finally. Hashtag OTB mailbag. Would you rather stay in a museum, aquarium, or a zoo? If you had to stay like overnight.
Ooh, aquarium.
Yeah, aquarium for sure.
The lighting would be awesome. I mean, like I would just go put a blow-up mattress in like one of those tunnels where you walk through and all the fish are swimming all around you. It'd be pretty sweet.
Hey, put you to sleep. You ever been to the aquarium? Well, been to the New Orleans Aquarium.
Yeah, that is way overpriced. Way overpriced.
Okay, keep the fish fed, dude.
I took 6 people for my 3-year-old's birthday party, and it was like $400 just to get in.
Bro, that fish eat a lot of food.
Yeah, well, the problem is I don't care.
All them insects.
$400 for 6 people. I mean, it's pretty incredible. Like, and then we were there for 55 minutes, maybe. They were over it. I'm like,
you were there for 55 minutes?
Maybe made an hour.
Oh boy, they didn't like that little butterfly room.
Yeah, for
butterfly
5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah, there's only so many butterflies that can land on you.
Don't touch them. Don't go after them. Tell 3-year-olds that.
Yeah,
they're trying to grab every single one.
One of mine stepped on a butterfly. Dead.
He was in there.
Dead right there. Whoops.
Oh man.
I had to apologize. That's all I could do.
When we
couldn't
were
bring
there,
it back to life.
When we were there was a world record moth. The biggest moth in the world was there. That's what the guy told me, and I believed him. So.
I remember a moth being huge there. They were like, yeah, these things live for like
24 hours.
24 hours, and they're dead. Well, who's measuring? Like as soon
every
as
24 hours.
Every 24. We measuring every day. We're trying to get the record.
Hey, the guy was about 19 years old. I believe him.
Yeah, this wasn't a small butterfly that my kid stepped on either.
Ooh, they crunched.
Splat. Oh yeah.
Splatted.
Oh yeah. Well, they wasn't trying to.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, I see you, I'm gonna get you.
The funny part was they were like, don't try to grab the butterfly valves, don't touch them, but they will land on you. So when they land on you, my son's like, get off me.
Yeah.
He's swatting at them.
It's like telling someone not to touch that because it's too shiny.
Yeah.
Don't touch that big red button.
But yeah, the answer is aquarium by far. Sleeping in a zoo with all the noises in the dark.
That'd be terrible. That'd be scary. You never know what's going to happen in there.
They get out.
The lions could get out.
They could.
You know the fish ain't getting out.
They ain't getting out, or you're drowning.
That's actually could be scary too. OTB mailbag. Who has a better first NFL year, Fernando Mendoza or Tyler Shuck? So they're going to compare Mendoza's year next year to Shuck's year this year.
It depends. Does
be the Raiders?
Does he start day 1? Does he get a full season? I think it's pretty tough to do. When did Shuck come in? Week 7, 8? I can't remember exactly when it was.
It's something like that, yes.
But the way he finished,
mid-season.
it's going to be tough to finish out, an 8-game season the way he had.
Right, and completely kind of turn the team, the tide of the team. We were right before trade deadline talking about with Nick Underhill, talking about you got to sell everybody.
Yeah.
If anybody is worth anything, even if it's a washer and dryer, you trade them.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
They got rid of weapons right before
and then all
he comes in.
of a sudden, a month later, we're like, man, we're looking good. I feel great about this. We got a quarterback, we got a coach, Chris Olave, blah blah blah. Everybody's feeling great. The defense is playing. You got to bring everybody back. What a difference a quarterback can make. So having that much of an impact, I don't know if Fernando Mendoza, it's a big ask for anybody, but certainly we've seen recency success with quarterbacks. First year, certainly Jay Daniels having the best rookie season ever. So we'll see. I think he translates well, though. I do.
No, he's definitely been fun to watch.
Yeah, he has. Okay, we're going to take a break here, and then we're going to come back. We only got 2 segments left. Oh, how time flies when you're having fun and you're giving back, like Guarantee Corporation giving back. Day of service here at the Greater Baton Rouge Area Food Bank. So stick with us. We got about 30 more minutes left right here on Off the Bench.
Off the Bench.
Richard, I know you like to have a beer every now and then. Maybe 1, 2, maybe a couple times you've had a couple too many. Don't do that. But if you're going to do it, if you're going to drink a beer, make sure it's a Dos Equis. What is the best the best thing beer around. Like if you're hanging out with some bros, going out for a little boys' night, whatever it is. Maybe you're just staying home watching a game. Maybe it's just an average Tuesday, and you just had a long day at work. And you just want an ice cold beer.
Got to.
Ain't no time like the present to get prepared for that beer. And we talk about those great beers all the time. There's an airport beer. There's a Friday afternoon beer. Sometimes there's just an after work beer. There's a shower beer. There's a good time for it all. Make sure it's a Dos Equis.
It's been a long time since I had a shower beer.
They're delicious,
They're
though.
delicious,
if you're going to do it, make sure it's Dos Equis. Go for Dos. Stay thirsty, my friends. Drink responsibly if you're going to do it. But make sure you do that. Ice cold, delicious Mexican lager with a fresh sliced lime. Dos Equis, all their options, cans, bottles, whatever it is. Go to your local watering hole, go to your grocery store, go to your liquor store, whatever it is, and grab you some Dos Equis for the right time. Drink Dos Equis.
Transform your living space with Lacoste & Young Remodeling and take your home from outdated to outstanding. Redefine your kitchen for the ultimate culinary experience or elevate your daily routine with a spa-worthy bathroom retreat. Our skilled team brings 3D modeling to life to ensure your vision becomes a reality. We believe luxury should be accessible and offer tailored solutions to fit your budget without compromising quality. So contact us today for a free estimate. Lacoste & Young Remodeling, providing perfect solutions for your dream home.
Hi, I'm Mitchell Meredith with Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan & Associates. We take great pride in educating our clients about their rights. Whether you're injured at work or while you drive, call our office at 272-5555. Knowledge is power, and you should know your rights after an injury.
Hi, I'm Sean Fagan of Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan & Associates. When insurance companies have been unfair, we've never been afraid to go to trial. Fighting hard to protect your rights, we never settle a case out of convenience. We only settle when it's right for you. Whether you hire us at all, give us a call.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
We typically think of stress as being bad for us. At Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, we are researching how certain types of stress, such as exercise, can be good for our immune health. By studying people under extreme stress, such as athletes, astronauts, service members, and first responders, we're learning how to improve the immune health of everyone. That's the power of research. That's the impact of champions. Together, we roar.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. And when you're cooking with clean, affordable propane, you're cooking with gas. In the wintertime, nothing heats a home like Louisiana propane. And when you need hot water, propane's got you covered. Oh, and you won't regret that propane generator when the power goes out.
Lonely is the night when you find yourself alone. Your demons come to light, and your mind is not your own. Lonely is the night when there's no one left to call.
2007 champs, purple and gold to the core. This is Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn, Baton Rouge's go-to for all things Louisiana sports.
Yo, welcome back here, Off the Bench. I'll tell you about our friends over at Go Tommy's, GoTommys.com. I'm not even going to ask y'all over in the studio to say, Yo, Tommy's. I'll say it for you. Yo, Tommy! Tommy's, windows, doors, siding. Go to Go Tommy's. You'll clearly see the difference if you decide to work with them. If you have a project happening, so maybe you're building a new home, maybe you're extending, maybe you got a little renovation happening. Or maybe you just got to replace some old windows doors. We certainly did when we bought our house, had a bunch of windows we had to replace. So make sure, if you're going to do all that, make sure you give Tommy's a call. Let them come out to your price, see your space, and give you a price. Let them show you just the people, the care, the professionalism that they work with. You will clearly see the difference. That is why they win award after award. You can hang the banners. If they was a high school team, they'd have banners all over that gymnasium right there from 2016 every single year, winning the Super Service Award in the area. Trusted exterior home improvement specialist. When you get a project with them, when you decide to work with them, they're going to show you how good they are by working with integrity. They're dependable, professional, and most importantly, when like your house is ripped open and you got a project, you got a building project, they are efficient. So go check them out. Make sure, do yourself a favor, give them a call. Go see them. GoTommys.com. Hey, we got a little, some news came out. This is a couple days ago. This might have been this weekend, so I might be a little late to the party here. But former LSU quarterback, Danny Etling, starting his coaching career.
I did not realize how long he was in the league.
Yeah, 6 years.
Yeah,
6 years, kind of bounced around.
Mm-hmm.
I believe drafted by the Patriots, seventh-round pick to the Patriots, was there for a while. He was in Green Bay for multiple years. Because I used to get like FaceTimes and videos and pictures from him from like Aaron up there when he was in Green Bay with Danny in the quarterback room. So he was there for a long, bounced the line. He was with, I think, Canada for a little while. Is it the XFL? I can't remember what it is right now. That sub-league, whatever that is. They all got kind of like merged, whatever. But certainly was a journeyman in the NFL, and isn't thought of as like this guy, this LSU like certainly hero or anything. And a lot of people didn't love Danny when he was here, but Danny was an efficient player.
No, he was. To me, he brought back offensive play for a while that we were lacking. We had some quarterback play that wasn't very good. We were trying to rely on the dual threat quarterbacks. And I remember, I think he beat out, was it Brandon Harris maybe?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And he came into that game, and we started throwing over the middle again. Yeah. And, like, moving the ball down the field with a short intermediate pass. I was like, okay, this is what I want to see as from a quarterback.
Yeah, he certainly, it was a weird time at LSU, certainly. I believe he was the quarterback during 17 when we beat Auburn in that one comeback victory. I believe that was it. You can correct me in the chat if I'm wrong. I'm wrong about a decent amount of things.
I want to say he kind of took over when Orgeron got the job, right?
Yeah, that sounds about right. I remember when he was here. I remember working with him in the offseason. We threw a lot. That whole crew, that whole quarterback room. We did a lot of training in the offseason, and it was great because I was just coming off of my career.
Yeah.
And so I was throwing and working with him and everything. Awesome dude. One of those guys that if you spend any time around him, you're like, he's going to coach.
Yeah.
That guy is going to coach. So he gets the job.
At Washington, right?
At Washington. So he'll be quarterback coach for Jaden Daniels.
Yeah.
Because you got to teach him a few things. Got to keep Jaden what he learned. So Cliff Kingsbury mutually parted ways with the Commanders. He was the offensive coordinator there.
Yeah.
Mutually parted way with them. And so they hired a new offensive coordinator, David either Bluff or Blue, Bloughh. Blue.
Never heard of it.
We're going to say Bluff.
Yeah,
for Bluff. This show, David Bluff. He got hired as the offensive coordinator for the Commanders this year. And actually, former teammates with Danny Etling at Purdue. They competed for the starting job together, so that's how they know each other.
Yeah.
A lot of these things are relationship things. So they competed, and they ended up both losing the starting job. Let's see, did I even write that guy's name? Nope, they both lost the job.
To somebody.
And then Danny transfers to LSU after losing the job. So they knew each other from the college days, so that relationship obviously maintained. But Danny was certainly one of those guys that was like, yeah, that guy's going to coach. He's going to coach.
No, he was fun. I mean, I just remember he kind of re-energized LSU quarterback play for me for a little while.
Yeah. In like a decade of not very good play, besides you throw Mettenberger in there. He certainly kind of he was a bright spot during that time frame. But about a decade of just not very good offense.
Not very good offense at all. We were trying to find that quarterback.
Yeah.
We were searching. He settled the room down, and then I guess who replaced Danny Etling? Did Joe Burrow come right after?
Yeah, I believe so.
So we've had pretty solid quarterback play since then.
Yep. The whole decade of quarterback, the dark ages, I guess you could call it, was kind of all brought about by the timing getting thrown off with Perillou's dismissal.
Yeah.
That threw Jarrett Lee ahead of schedule.
That's
and
how I
Jarrett
played
Lee would have been such a good quarterback,
Oh
man.
he was good. He got forced in early. Everybody always asks, which quarterbacks you play with, and I'm like, a lot. There was 5.
Yeah.
It was I started with Jamarcus my freshman year, my sophomore year. Junior year was Andrew Hatch to start, then Jarrett Lee, then Jordan Jefferson. Went through them all, but Jarrett Lee. He was a pretty solid quarterback. I mean, the year he did throw a lot of the interceptions, but we were scoring 38 points a game.
Right. He wasn't ready.
Yeah.
Like quarterbacks, you got to be. He was fresh out of high school. He just wasn't ready to go in there and start in the SEC. It's like some people can have that mindset and are ready for that. And when I say not ready, physically you can go in there and do it. Physically you can make reads, but you're going to mistakes. But like when you say you're not ready for that kind of moment, you're just not ready to overcome adversity, overcome mistakes, and be able to forget it and stay in the game and not get down on yourself and all this. It's hard to do that, and you can ruin a quarterback's mental game.
An 18, 19-year-old quarterback where you start throwing some of those interceptions, now you're hesitant, like you're nervous. Did I see it right? Definitely can mess with your head.
Like you're a defending national champion.
But you saw he got benched, when I was playing and Jordan Jefferson came in. And then when Jordan Jefferson got in a little bit of trouble, Jarrett Lee came in and had an awesome, I think it was his senior year.
Yeah,
and played very well until should have played the whole season, but didn't throw an interception until the Alabama game, and it was like, oh, well, got to make a change again.
Yep. But that all, I always kind of tell people, they're like, man, we went so long, and I was like, well, with the dismissal of the Parallel situation, that threw off the timing, that threw off the plan for everything.
Yeah.
Plan was Parallel to start a couple years, and Jarrett Lee's 2 years older. He starts, and then you just continue that model.
And then we
that
played catch-up for years.
And we played catch-up, and then never got settled. And then Mettenberger comes and rights the ship for a little while, coming from JUCO.
Yeah.
But you're right, Danny Etling, that kind of was the, all right, we're going to find a way to not like this guy a little bit just because we're used to that, but he's actually playing good football. So,
and I want to say, I mean, outside of the Max Johnson, T.J. Finley freshman seasons, I mean, every quarterback's been a transfer since then, for the most part. You got Etling, Burrow, Daniels. We're going to have a transfer quarterback this year. Garrett Nussmeier was another one that played his entire career here. But
I don't know if you noticed, we almost got run over by an electric pallet jack here. Someone in the chat was asking, saying, hey, man, you got to get Flynn on that forklift back there. Forklift certified, everybody. Just want you to know that. If you need a forklift driven, I can do it. Certified.
I used to be certified. We had to get certified at my old job.
Not a big deal. But anyway, congratulations, Danny. I think he's going to be one of these guys. His career, he's got a bright future ahead of him in the coaching if that's what he wants to do. But again, one of those guys that I certainly thought in my head always when I knew him, like, yep, that guy, he's going to coach at some point, at some level. I don't know what it's going to be, what his hopes and dreams are, but congratulations to him. Hopefully you can teach Jaden Daniels all you know about quarterbacking.
He can teach him a little bit. A lot of Jaden's got a lot of natural ability.
Really?
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit?
Just a little bit.
He's all right. All right.
You know who else is coaching? Another former GA of ours. Remember Lunda Wells?
Who?
Lunda. I think it's Lunda Wells. Coach for the Cowboys. Been there for a long time. He's coaching one of the Senior Bowl teams.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Well, friend of the show, I just heard from Nick Underhill. Scott Tolzien, quarterback coach for the Saints, will be one of the coordinators for one of the teams. So, everybody, you ever thought about coaching?
I almost went to Missouri.
When Henson was there.
Henson wanted to bring me as an offensive quality control person. And then I'd started making a little bit of money in my career. And the first paying job to be a coach was $35,000 a year. And I was like, never mind.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
I wonder if we can do it, huh?
Not at that point in my life.
Make it 36.
Maybe 37. I'll think about it.
37 and a half. Going once, going twice.
No, but I do football camps, and I love going to camps. I feel I don't like coaching younger ages because I don't know how to slow it down and calm down.
Yeah.
High school kids are fun to coach.
Yeah, it's kind of the same way. Like people ask me to can you work with my kid? He wants to play quarterback. And I'm like, look, I'm not good at teaching the basics.
Yeah.
I'm good at teaching like advanced calculus. I'm not good at teaching addition and
I
subtraction.
only know one way to do it, and it's fast, and I'm a little bit loud and a little abrasive.
No.
And I can't do that with young ones.
You are abrasive?
A little bit. I like things done a certain way with a certain bit of effort and to me, it's effort, attitude, and enthusiasm. And if you got to bring that as a young kid, and trying to coach that into young kids when they don't really care is tough.
Well, I can tell you, you wouldn't be a very good college coach anymore.
No, shoot, I couldn't. I mean, I don't know how. It's like we just talked about it to start the show. They're going to have 50 new players on this team. 50 plus.
That's
new
wild.
Players. That's
wild
insane.
behavior. Hey, just win a championship.
And do it again.
Fixes
Start
everything.
over next year. We'll get 50 more players. I mean, it just crazy.
That's right. Oh, what fun this has been today. Time is flying by here at the Greater Baton Rouge Area Food Bank. So stick with us. We got one more segment. Get your Ask the Bench questions. Yeah, sure, we did OTB mailbag last segment. I get it, but y'all are a little late on your questions. So let's go ahead and get them in. We'll finish out with a little Ask the Bench right here on Off the Bench.
Off the Bench.
All right, Trash Rangers, trashrangers.com, the most reliable, the best, the most amazing trash pickup service in Louisiana. If you are fortunate enough to live in that area for residential trash pickup service, you will know just how amazing they are. Reliable pickup service, clean, confident, and then not only residential, it's commercial as well. So if you have a business, you make a lot of trash, or maybe you just make a little bit of trash. Whatever it is, they can size it, they can customize the job for you. If you need 1 pickup a week, if you need 7 pickups a week, whatever the job is, whatever that job size is, they can handle it. Just give them a call. Just start talking about what you need, what your hopes and dreams are. And look, it is catching on. I'm seeing these red dumpsters all over the place, all over Baton Rouge, driving around, picking up, dumping, whatever it is, and roll-off dumpsters as well. If you got a special project at your place of business or your home, you got to clean some stuff out, just like we've done. We've got 2 roll-off dumpsters like in the last 6 months. We just like cleaning out so much stuff. Everybody's just got stuff. And they got 3 sizes to choose from. Again, call them, talk to their team. What project do you have? Flat rate pricing on those roll-off dumpsters. Go check them out, trashrangers.com.
Jordan Faber here with some exciting news. Faber Automotive has officially arrived. We're proud to introduce your new hometown dealership, Faber Chevrolet GMC. That means more inventory, better deals, and the same great local team. Now backed by the trusted Faber family name. Whether you're shopping or servicing, you'll feel the difference from day one. Allow us the opportunity to earn your business.
Fabry Chevrolet GMC. Visit us in St. Francisville or online at FabryChevrolet.com.
My father, J.B. Falgu, had a vision of growth for First American Bank and the communities we serve. The bank's foundation was built on his legacy of compassion, loyalty, and dedication. Through his years of leadership, First American has prospered to heights even J.B. could not have imagined. I know my father would be extremely proud of the customer service and financial stability that First American provides to Southeast Louisiana. We continue to thrive because of the legacy of J.B. Falgu.
Transform your living space with Lacoste & Young Remodeling and take your home from outdated to outstanding. Redefine your kitchen for the ultimate culinary experience or elevate your daily routine with a spa-worthy bathroom retreat. Our skilled team brings 3D modeling to life to ensure your vision becomes a reality. We believe luxury should be accessible and offer tailored solutions to fit your budget without compromising quality. So contact us today for a free estimate. Lacoste & Young Remodeling, providing perfect solutions for your dream home.
Sometimes you ignore the signs, even when they're right in front of you. Problem gambling isn't always easy to spot. Know the signs. Set your limit. Learn more about healthy gambling habits by visiting us online or text or call for free confidential help now.
I'm Gabrielle McLeod on behalf of the Louisiana Propane Dealers. I have spent hundreds of hours preparing for scholarship competitions. That preparation paid off when I won the Fitness and Talent Awards along with the title of Miss Louisiana. The Louisiana Propane Dealers are also pretty talented and want you to be prepared for when the power goes out. Visit LouisianaPropane.com to find out about propane generators and other safety tips. Louisiana Propane, it truly is the fuel for our future.
After a decade of working in private duty nursing, I know how hard it can be to find compassionate care for the ones that you love the most. So I started Decision Critical, a premier concierge nursing agency, so we can take care of you wherever you are. Our highly skilled nurses provide exceptional care from the comfort of your own home with personalized packages for short-term, long-term, or even around-the-clock care. Visit
Tigers turn talkers. This is Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back here off the bench. Last segment, last couple minutes here on the show. What a good show. Thank you, Richard.
No problem.
I appreciate you joining in.
It's going to be a two-show day for me. I got to do it Hannegriff this afternoon.
Oh, there you go. Are you not? You're not talked out? You hadn't hit your...
Well, I got to go figure out what we're talking about first.
Well,
it'll be transfer portal stuff. I wanted to hear one Portal King from you. Or Portal Combat. Oh, that's what it was. That was my favorite part of the show today. Love it.
Seton.
Get over here!
Now, hey, I want to tell you about K to Z Blinds. K to Z Interiors Outdoor Living. KTOZBlinds.com if you want to completely transform your interior of your house. Nothing really ties the room together like some nice curtains, some nice window coverings, some shades, whatever it is. Give Brandon Barton and his team. They are absolutely incredible. They can come to your house and they will know your space better than you. Within 10 minutes, they can tell you how you can upgrade, make it look better, make it more efficient. We got a little cold weather now, but when it gets heated up, make your house a little bit more energy efficient. Save on those monthly bills as well with those window coverings. And how about those motorized roll up shades on the outdoor living area? Turn that outdoor living space into like an extension of your indoor living area. Host the best dang party around with the help of K to Z Interiors and Outdoor Living. Go see them. Go give them a call. Go check out their website. It's awesome. KTZBlinds.com. Well, Richard,
you made it, man.
What's in store for you today?
Got to run back to the office, get a few things done, fix up a couple little quotes for some customers of mine, and I'm just excited. Good weather today.
Got you. Hashtag Ask the Bench. Okay. Should Lane Kiffin be expected to make the playoffs year one?
Unfortunately, yes.
If your answer is anything but yes, then you're wrong.
Yeah, I mean, the way that it's done now, like we just talked about, when you bring in a whole half of a roster, and you went and got the guys you wanted, you signed 3 quarterbacks, you land whatever season this deal happens, the expectations are playoffs, 100%.
Absolutely. With the money you're spending, the headlines, you have embraced the villain role a little bit. Absolutely, you have to be expected to win. Let's see, I just had one. I'll also, hashtag Ask the Bench. Have you ever ridden an electric pallet jack like it was a scooter?
Probably.
That's not something you really forget there, bud.
Well, it's been a while since I've been around them. I don't get out in the warehouse as much as I used to.
Okay, yeah, well, I definitely have, but that was before I was forklift certified, so I don't do that stuff anymore because it's dangerous. OSHA doesn't love that.
It's not OSHA approved.
So don't do it. But anyway, Richard, again, I thank you for the time today. Appreciate it, guys.
Problem,
I think Hester will be back in tomorrow. He is traveling back today for the national championship game. It's a beautiful day to be alive. We thank you. We love you. We'll see you tomorrow.
Off the bench.
Are you tired of feeling tired? You tired of having low energy weight? You got a little stubborn weight that you just can't get off? Maybe a little brain fog. You don't feel like yourself anymore and you're ready to make a change. Well, that's where Rejuvame Medical can step in. So Rejuvame Medical, they are Louisiana's leader in medical weight loss, hormone optimization, and they don't guess what? They test. All medically supervised, Louisiana's leader in hormone replacement therapy for over 10 years. That's 10 years. Rejuvame's expert medical team uses advanced lab work and personalized treatment plans to help you lose weight, balance hormones, boost energy, and feel younger again from the inside out. And this isn't like a fad diet. This is like real medicine, real results. So talk about peptides, hormone replacement, semaglutide, all that good stuff with convenient Louisiana locations and health options. Getting started has never been easier. So stop settling for good enough. Start feeling Rejuvame good. RejuvameMedical.com.
I'm Lawyer Locke Meredith. We are honored and humbled to receive from our clients in Google. Based on 5-star client reviews, the designation of our law firm is highly recommended. Whether you hire us at all, please give us a call, 272-5555. You have nothing to lose.
Hi, I'm Mitchell Meredith. Injuries happen when you least expect them to, making your life more complicated. At Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates, we know this and we strive to help each of our clients during these times. Whether you hire us at all, give us a call at 272-5555.
Sometimes you ignore the signs, even when they're right in front of you. Problem gambling isn't always easy to spot. Know the signs. Set your limit. Learn more about healthy gambling habits by visiting us online or text or call for free confidential help now.
My father, J.B. Falgout, had a vision of growth for First American Bank and the communities we serve. The bank's foundation was built on his legacy of compassion, loyalty, and dedication. Through his years of leadership, First American has prospered to heights even J.B. could not have imagined. I know my father would be extremely proud of the customer service and financial stability that First American provides to Southeast Louisiana. We continue to thrive because of the legacy of J.B. Falgout.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. And when you're cooking with clean, affordable propane, you're cooking with